You know what? Hit me with the Elena theme to start us off. Yeah, buddy. Beats in my head. Beat in my head. Beats in my head. That's right, it's sometime, and it's my partnerversary! Wahoo! Hey, thank you very much, Diabo, for the 2 months of Prime. Much appreciated. Welcome back. God, that's fucking incredible. High Stranger fucking snapped on that one. Lips in my head. God, what a fucking banger. Beats in my head. Hey, PJK21, thank you very much for the 33 months. Huh? That's right, this hat. Bow. Haven't looked at the Universal Twitch emotes in a while. Who the fuck is Redcoat? Why is that one? What's that guy's deal? Good night, Nidron. Thank you, BJK21, for the 33 months. And thank you, Sounds Good Man, for the 4 months. Welcome back. Oh, man. This song. Iconic Bear, thank you for the 10 months. Welcome back. And thank you, Missy Ladyface, for the 5 months. Welcome back. It's my partner day. Thank you, Shayla Crab, for the 50 bits. That's right, everyone. It's my Twitch birthday. Wee! Thank you, everybody. Hey, Winter Days, thank you for the Prime. Did you do a thing? I did not do a thing for my partnerversary. Getting really fucking grumpy because my wife didn't take me out for dinner on my partnerversary, and just kind of like, being in a mood all day, and then finally being like, you forgot, you don't even know. Thank you again for the fresh Prime Winter Days. Thank you, Eating Potato or Bus Stop, for the 17 months. Thank you, Catname Cash, for the 29. Thank you, Baguette Monk, for the 3 months of Prime. Happy partner anniversary to me. Oh, it's my partner anniversary. Or as we say in married circles, your anniversary. Holy. Tekken 6 Leo theme. Holy dooly. Thank you, Carried Heather, for the gift sub to Capitalism. Yay! Come on in here, you crazy little guy. Thank you, Munchy Boo, for the 26 months. And Dave in 2D, thank you for the 3 months. Here, let's start off the stream with a classic song. Don't worry, Dave, I'm not playing H. Oh no. Hey, everybody. How you doing? I'm good. I'll get that out of the way. I can go first if you all are shy. The chat delay makes it. Chat delay makes it so that I'm all by myself when I ask how you doing. I myself am good. Was that egg new in the intro? No, it's been there the whole time. This is the camera I'll be using for the card opening, which will be a lot of this dang stream. That'll be nice. Yeah, Diabora, I don't know, the frame drops just started happening. I think sometimes internet realizes it shouldn't exist, and it just, like, freaks out. What's up, DA? Oh good, my Steam download is complete. Hey, thank you, Rosenrin Raid, for the 6 months at Tier 1. Much appreciated. Thank you for sticking around for the half year. I have, so tonight, no GTA. This is a much-needed morale-boosting stream. The fact that it falls on the Partiversary, which I'd honestly forgotten, is a happy coincidence. Oh, we have ourselves a card opening stream to build morale before we delve back into the Patrick and Derek and... Oh my god, I have to remember all of their names. Oh no. I keep wanting to say Ralphie. It's not Ralphie. Patrick, Derek, Michael. Saint fucking Michael. There we go. Holiday Torment. Thank you very much for the 19 months. Welcome back. We'll be doing that in 2 days. My hope is that we will pass the mission. But for now, it is a card opening stream. I've got myself a bunch of cards. They are honestly varying. A lot of these are Magic cards, but we also have some Ultimate Combat, which is a discontinued trading card game from like the dawn of card games. When Magic the Gathering kicked off, a whole bunch of games were like, "Wow, why can't I be that?" Still can't believe you sprung for 2 collector boxes. I went nuts. I went completely nuts. The reason I got 2 collector boxes is I got a nice job and I've treated myself on it. But yeah, this is insane. This is objectively a terrible way to spend money. It is for fun and nothing else. Hey, thank you very much, Zombie Ron Sonson, for the 100 bits. And we're opening up some... These ones I got sent by Wizards of the Coast. The new Assassin's Creed Universes Beyond boosters, which I'm excited to open because they have some fancy cards in there, but mainly because they have a card in there that has a typo in it that says Bounty County instead of Bounty Counter. I got myself a... Oh yeah, I should put ad. Because there is one thing that I got for free here. Hashtag ad. I got the AC boosters for free. There we go. But I can say whatever I want. It's just they sent it to me with the proviso that I am going to be making some kind of fucking... content about it. Cool Guy Joe says, we were too mean to Ben. Now, which one? That does inform me. Tom, I just looked the boxes up. Are they $680 each? They are not. They were not that expensive for me. No, I found a deal. But I don't know what. They were expensive. I'll tell you that much. Leo J, thank you very much for the 2 months. Welcome back. They're expensive enough that the idea of finding out how much I paid for them, it fills me with dread. It was definitely an overspend, but again, this is a dumbass fucking thing to do. Anyways, gonna be opening up also packs of Ultimate Combat and Bible Battles, the trading card game that celebrates the heroes and villains of the Bible. These have been sitting around for a long time. Is Bible Battles the very problematic one? It depends. I believe that may well be true, yes. The content of the Bible Battles rules seem to be... I mean, it's really confusing. It's almost impossible to divulge any meaning from them. But I believe that they... Look, I think how I'm going to do this is we do one Magic the Gathering, one box of Magic, then we do, as a dessert, we do something we all care about, which is we open up some Bible Battles cards, then maybe some more Magic, then maybe some Ultimate Combat. I've opened up one bit of one like Beyond a booster of Assassin's Creed already, and I got these as the rares, 2 mythics, which is nice. This fucking paragraph holder, the Apple of Eden, Isu relic. If you know Assassin's Creed lore, you'll recognize this, and also you'll have a sense of regret about knowing this much Assassin's Creed lore, I assume, to both. And also this, which is a reprint of a very popular card. The Sword of Feast and Famine. So happy to get that. That fucking rocks. That's an expensive card. Anything, basically the way to recognize an expensive card in Magic the Gathering is if it has Sword of at the start of it. That's important. The other way to recognize an expensive card in Magic the Gathering is if your opponent's playing it. And if you're losing. Every card. Yeah, it's really interesting. A lot of the discourse I found about Bible battles and also Redemption, which is a separate Christian trading card game. A lot of what I found about it was people criticizing them for going the booster pack route because it is just gambling. Let's have a... Ooh, show me the Bible TCG. Holy... Look at that. Who's walking out of that shop without at least a few boosters of Bible TCG? Gospels and Acts. Oh, play, pray, read, play. Fuck. Oh, look at the font work. They're indecipherable. Yo! These look like local newspaper ads, dude. That's so sick. Telling me to check out a pizza store that's inexplicably been open for 25 years. I have the other Christian card game that I was looking up here. Let me find it over here. This is a Christian card game that is explicitly meant to replace Pokemon when it is removed from a Christian family's house. And it is... Oh dear, let me see. Here we go. I'm trying to remember the name. Animo! I searched for Animo originally and was just so close. Dayso9, thank you very much for the 2 gift subs. Much appreciated. Here we have it. Animo, the Bible verse trading card game. Oh, Ben from Knock Knock at the Truck. Very funny, sir. Oh, hey, thank you, cool guy. Sorry, I... Okay. Rock on, Josh. Josh is referencing a guy that was asked to leave before I did my headline set at the truck in Sydney. It was very interesting having him... I mean, I said this on the night, but it was crazy being like right from the start. This guy... To give you an idea of what it's like just being a comedian, sometimes you'll see someone in the audience and right from the start, you just know you're going to be a problem. Like, it's not necessarily that you're going to like, swing a punch at someone, but you're just going to suck. You're just going to be annoying and you're going to ruin the night lightly or severely for other people just with your attitude. I can just tell. And you could tell that with this guy, Ben, who was dressed like he was at a yacht club, and he was leaned up against the bar, back against the bar, looking at him, looking at the stage, and then holding a glass of red wine in his hand. And it just... You could sense evil. Thank you, What a Slut, for the 100 bits. And thank you, Days, for gifting us tier 1 sub to Cool Guy Josh 420. Yeah, these are the amino. Aminos are something that is made for, again, Christians to replace Pokemon. They are divided into the virtuous and the sinnies, which is really good. And they have Bible verses underneath their rules text and in larger font than their rules text. It's so funny, man. I was looking at a lot of these because there's something about the... this is one thing about aminos. It's supposed to say fearless, clearly says fartless. Or fartless. Thank you, Zombie Ron Swanson, for the gift sub to Boy Genius Ben Shapiro. Much appreciated. Thank you, everybody, for coming out on my crazy partnerversary. Oh, my God. The Anemo merch. Living Deck Bible Verse game. Oh. Oh, you're gonna... Oh, cool. You guys want to come over and play the Living Deck Bible Verse game? I have a cool new love/spirit themed deck with tree shell. Aye. A level 3 tree shell foil card. And it tracks my defeated Cinnies. This is a Draylight. The Draylight is not looking too stable. 54 card strategy deck. That nice round number we all know and love. It's a really strange... Was this a YKS product? It feels like something they would have talked about, huh? I don't think so. I gotta close the door because Demi's on the phone. And I don't know what she's happening over there. What she's got happening over there. Yeah. I'm back. Do you guys heard the pipe fall down? That sucks. All right. We are going to go ahead and enjoy. Tom is so handsome and strong. He closed that door all by himself. I appreciate the compliment, but at some point we are lowering the bar quite a bit for Twitch streamers. And even I think we don't have to have it that low. Anyways, I think, look, I could look at Anemos all day. And hell, I might just have to one day to make sure I get into the kingdom of heaven. But maybe, okay, wait, I do have to look at cross trainers. But also this, by the logic of Fearless, this says cross trainers. God damn it. This guy is a funny little fellow. God damn, getting a foil Bible verse card. Or also a foil Cinny. It's really fucking strange, man. I found the full list. There's a Gorilla Anemo. Ooh. The Gorilla Anemo is Grillascape. Let us throw off everything that sinners and the sin that so easily entangles. Oh my god. It's only a quarter. Shuffle your deck or discard pile for any one Anemo. Okay, and that's the rules text. And that is, I would say, roughly half the size of the Bible verse that is included. Very cool. 3 Lines Gaming. Oh shit, they've got Redemption on sale. This here is the other Christian card game. I can't find anywhere that sells these in Australia. I believe that they are available to Americans, but I also say, you know, you don't need to buy them for sure. But this shit is so good to look at to me. It's like, you know when you walk into the comic book store as a kid and you'd be like, I like comics, I'm sure of it. And then you realize like 30 seconds in, I don't like comics. I think I'm just like antisocial maybe because this shit sucks. The combination of art styles they have across Redemption, the Christian card game, such as, look at the contrast between this Rob Liefeld looking motherfucker and then Og, King of Bashan. This also is a change from their original formatting where they had the rules text over the illustration, making it incredibly difficult to read. Well, I'll show you this and then we'll jump on over to some opening. There is an expansion for Redemption just called Women. Man, this is some old school good art. Look at that. The shitty CG crossover ones they did with the Christian cartoon are so good. They do look really sick. Is there a card game version of Lucky Hit? I don't think that much fun has been ever put in a card game. I think if there was, we'd be playing it right now. Let's see what women are like. Okay, we got some Lost Souls. Women falling away. Women, Foolishness of 5 Virgins. Okay, so there's a lot of good stuff available as a woman. This is what I'm talking about the rules text, where you have it over the illustration in a very difficult to read way, and then the, the Bible verse nice and isolated down the bottom where the rules text should be. Women cannot be trusted. Always interesting to see what makes it past the misogyny filter. Wife likes chair gets like fucking filtered out immediately, but women cannot be trusted gets through just fine. Let's see what all... Okay, so one of the... Kind of... Okay, getting some insight. All right, so women... This is not a bit. Women cannot be trusted got through no problem. What this sentence just got held up by the auto mod. All wives should be trusted. I'm now allowing it. Ketchup Ramen's message of all wives should be trusted can be said in the chat. Thank you, Shark Splicer, for 35 months. Welcome back. Okay. Just getting a bit of a beeline on the politics of the Redemption trading card game. We have included in the women set, which is just to put more women in the card game. We have cards like Foolish Advice. We have Eve, and she cannot be blocked by a female evil character. Og and the Lying Spirit aren't in there. Lamenting for Jephthah's daughter is in there. Okay. Laughter. Hey, cool. You can equip Laughter. Job's wife. Things did not turn out well for her. I don't know. Anyone familiar with Job will know that much. This is crazy. Forbidden Fruit. Okay, so Forbidden Fruit and Lot's daughters are... Ay, ay, ay. Oh my god, she's just fucking cackling into the face of the baby. Hero is immune to all evil brigades except gold and pale green until end of turn. You just know when you read a sentence like that, no one is having fun when they sit down to play Redemption TCG. Ay, ay, ay. Is Lot's daughters... Now, I don't know too much... God, the skull up the top left of the Forbidden Fruit heart goes pretty hard, though. I know that there are, in the Bible, some daughters that got their dad drunk and fucked him. Yes, so this is the... This is the incest card? That's crazy! Oh my god. Bro. I mean, for a quarter, that's a hell of a pickup. Getting that graded? Playing Forbidden Fruit and Lot's daughters at the same time and being asked to leave the game store for the foreseeable future? Hey, we don't like that. We don't like that you keep bringing those cards to the store and looking at them and kind of, just making noises the whole time we're playing Commander over here. God zapped his wife for looking at something. What's he supposed to do? Oh, I miss my salty wife. I wish I wasn't here. Wait, okay. Lot's daughters gain 2/2 for each rescue attempt they successfully block. So that means they're evil, I believe. Oh, fuck. Because I think the gameplay of Redemption is that you rescue sinners. Anyway, let's jump over to some card opening, huh? Why don't we have a nice time? I know that's crazy to say, but why don't we go ahead, try our best, and have a wonderful time? I wish my wife was Paprika. Paprika is simply gorgeous. From the movie of the same name. Okay, here we go. You know what? Let's kick it off with a... I got a hunger for it now after after seeing those. I think we're going to start off with some Bible battles. Hey, thank you, Bloviated, for the 30 months. Welcome back. That's a cool looking keyboard. Hey, thank you. I got a mechanical keyboard because I was like, I think I would like to enjoy the sound of... Tom, I don't mean to derail, but holding the mug with the fingertips over the top of the handle was crazy. Now, how was I holding it? Like that? It's... Actually, that's kind of a good rock climbing hold. Holding the mug cylinder. Oh, holding it like this? You don't like my mug knuckles? I understand. Tell him I hope you get a Noah's Sons looking upon his nakedness card. Hey, thank you. Oh, that's a Le Creuset. That is. I love a Le Creuset. Sorry, that's how I say it. It's just how I default to saying it because of my mother. That's the way she says it. She is never going to change. She also did not understand that the heat tech that they have, that everyone was saying was so good at Uniqlo. For a long time, my mother said, you guys are all so happy with your heat tech from Uniqlo, but I find the stuff that I buy from them is really warm already. So I wonder if the heat tech would be even better than what I get. And I asked her what she got, and she was like, the Hetich. I had to explain to my mother that what she was describing was the heat tech. And seeing my mother realize there wasn't something even warmer than Hetich to aspire to at that store was pretty brutal. Seeing the light go out in her eyes. Phantom Girl, these are from Deus Ex Machina, which is like they did a crossover with some Japanese streetwear people, I think. Yeah, these are, I love my green pants. They're so comfortable. What does your mom think about Thrustmaster joysticks? Something my mother and I think, have agreed with on each other about is we will not discuss the Thrustmaster. Yeah, Booty Bupagina, as soon as mums find out about heat tech, your every birthday or Christmas is completely sorted. Oh, hell yeah, Professor Mangloss. Thanks for watching. All right, here we go. Let's open up a card. What do you say, everybody? I think it's time to do it. Unless it's not. So what happens with these cards after they're opened? That is an interesting question. What I found is that I kind of give them out after shows. I might start writing on them or something if they're like, I'm sure that no one will ever want this. But mainly I give them out after shows because I think having one around to serve as a bookmark, as in the case with the Austin Powers collectible card game cards that I opened up, if you have one of these, that's cool. If you have 2 boxes of them, your wife is really mad at you. Don't worry, we got sleeves. Hey, thank you, Charlotte. That's much appreciated. And happy partnerversary in the future to you. Here we go. Oh. Talleyrand, I know, but we must live. I'm opening a pack. Let's get this clean. I'm opening a pack of Bible Battles booster cards now. No, Demi, don't worry. This is Bible Battles, so you're okay. These are no magic cards. All right, we've opened up the Bible Battles in now. Okay, let's have a look. We have Royal Bodyguards to start us off. An Egyptian army. You must choose a king or pharaoh you control before bringing Royal Bodyguard into play. Any damage or effect that would target that king or pharaoh affects Royal Bodyguard instead. Royal Bodyguard cannot attack. Once brought into play, Royal Bodyguard cannot be separated from the chosen king or pharaoh. I am feeling like those guys are getting ready to fuck the pharaoh at the sauna. The pharaoh's life is being prolonged by the healing energy of the sauna, and there's a reason he wants to live longer, and it's the beautiful, girthy bodyguards that he's assigned himself. You know what I'm gonna do here? This is to make me feel simply fantastic. Gang, we're switching to standing desk mode. Can you believe it? Okay, no, you can't because I'm still not in view. God damn it. Sagamus, there is truly no Charizard. These are essentially worthless, but we might get something that I could use as a fun token in Magic the Gathering. Fly unbuttoned? No, it's not. It's buttoned up. You can just see the buttons. The fact that you can see the buttons is not bad. It just means you're looking at my fly. Now you're the freak. Fucking false flag. Alright. I know that's not what a false flag is. And we're ready to go. Fun socks. Royal Bodyguard, the first rip. From Bible Battles. God damn it. Next up we have... Oh, this art and color scheme. Arm the People, a Canaanite item. Target follower card gains +1 offense. Wowee.
This is a stupid dope mix.
Ooh. Amphitheater. Wowee. Add +1 to your wisdom at the beginning of your turn. Now that's good because the Bible Battles is of course won by reaching 40 wisdom. Which seems like a lot. Seems like these games would really drag on. This is, of course, a... Oh my god, it's Roman. It's a Roman item, but it's so hard to read that because that's the text there. Alright, Shiloh. A unique Israelite building. Add +1 to your wisdom at the beginning of your turn. Wow. King So. King So is immune to conversion, of course. He does have a specific country that he is... unique to. He is a Egyptian unique person. So he's a Yup. Very cool. Yeah, turning up to Commander with King So and getting asked to leave. Hannah. Israelite unique person. Add +1 to your wisdom at the beginning of your turn. Hannah is looking absolutely fed up with our shit. Her wisdom precludes all else. Followers. Egyptian nation. Inspire, add +1 effort to build or +1 to your wisdom. Followers cannot attack. Alright, good. Go get the jars up the stairs. I love followers. It's great to steadily accrue them on various platforms. A rampart. We can get +1 defense in a city. Awesome. Pomegranate orchard. Provides food for up to 2 armies or unique people. The Roman land of Pomegranate Orchard. Gorgeous. And Balath. Owner of Balath is not susceptible to famine while Balath is in play. There is a typo on susceptible, but also finding out that famine is a mechanic in this game fills me with dread. This guy has a real Reddit user quote attributed to him. The flavor text is just, "My sword is my life." Something kind of sad about that. Samson, let's go! Dude, Samson is great for a temple hate deck. If you inspire Samson, he destroys target temple and goes to your discard pile. Obviously, if you have some recursion, you can get him out again, and we get ourselves another temple destruction. If the meta pivots to have more of a temple-based deck, this is going to destroy the whole game. Followers, Egyptian nation, more Egyptian followers. The Priest of Thoth, an Egyptian army. Wait, yeah, did they spell Samson? They did. They spelled Samson in 2 different ways. Okay, so maybe you could rules lawyer this and say that Samson stays in play because Samson doesn't go to the fucking discard pile. Discard pile, that's where some of you freaks hang out. Samson, a really good kind of Voltron commander. As long as you just attach more and more hair to him, he gets stronger and stronger. Yo, guys, we've got Emperor Augustus. Followers you control produce double their effort when building a city, temple, or fortress while Emperor Augustus is in play. Who wouldn't want to impress the Leafhead himself? Man, oh man. He's even gotten real smart and molded himself some abs to wear, so he doesn't have to, work smarter, not harder. Thank you, Lars Porcena, for the 38 months. And thank you, Dark Web Prosciutto, for gifting a tier 1 sub to Charlotte. Hell yeah. And thank you, Bloviated, for the 30 months. Welcome back. I have, now, I don't know, I can't say this, I think, but look, plans are in place for myself and Charlotte to do a stream probably next week. We're going to get that all together. And that will be nice. Sweet socks. These socks rule, dude. I love them so much. Look at that. What day of the week might we expect it? Around the middle of the week. Let's open up another Bible Battles pack before we all get distracted. All in all, Tom has bought me 2 maid dresses so far. Well, okay. And that number's only going to go up, my dear. I love to buy my female friends maid dresses over and over until they agree to stream with me. Hasn't worked on Libby so far, but Charlotte at least is a little bit more amenable. Now Libby just throws out a box if it's got my name on it. She's like, she already knows what it is. Oh, damn. We got some nice removal here, gang. Send to the abyss. Place army in owner's discard pile. Kablam. Burying an army off of sending it to the abyss. King Pull. A unique Babylonian. Your buildings require 1 less effort to bring into play. Wow. It's a shame he's Babylonian, or maybe we could get Rome built in a day. Of course, as we all know, it took like a long weekend. And it was made by 2 guys who just finished sucking on a wolf. Funny thing about Romulus and Remus growing up and just being like, hey, do you kind of have a... This is going to sound so weird. Do you ever kind of miss drinking wolf milk? Alright, here we go. Next up, Bethanath, a fortress. It's unaffected by torching. What the fuck? There are so many mechanics in this goddamn game. We got Josh! We pulled a non-foil Josh. Target defending army gains +1 to defense until end of turn. Josh bolsters the defenses. Poison the well. Place target follower card into owner's discard pile. Okay, so we've got follower and army removal. Nurgle Sharazar. Okay. That's fine. Priest of Tammuz. And here we have Inspire. You can play 1 additional follower card from your hand this turn. You cannot bring more than 2 followers into play during your turn. Ezekiel 8:14. Now, I haven't read my Bible too much recently. It would surprise me if that is in there verbatim. Maybe it's a different translation. I don't know. Another priest, though. The priest deck is kind of popping. An Assyrian army that inspires a target army card. Awesome. And Kitron. This is, again, a really good feeding city. Like New York or London or Los Angeles. Offal is unaffected by plague. There's fucking plague and torching as city hatred in this game. What is going on? Oh my god. Royal Bodyguard, again, but this one's Babylonian instead of Egyptian, so we got unique art for him, of course. He's standing in front of a wibbly-wobbly door in a wibbly-wobbly hallway. Blocking the king from getting his... Well, I don't know. I guess he's blocking his king from getting his appointment with the silhouette artist. I don't know what's going on there. The Rabsaris. A Babylonian unique. Now 1 point of effort to build. Abraham is here. Whoa! CM Monoxide, this is Bible Battles. I cannot believe we've pulled an Abraham. This is definitely a grail card for the Bible Battles Old Testament sets. Which are also the only sets they have, I think. Target follower or unique person is immune to conversion and bribery until the beginning of your next turn. Damn! So you tap Abraham to make sure that someone is unable to be pulled over to your enemy's side. Melchizedek's Healing Touch. Heal up to 2 points of damage to a target army or unique person. Cool. Kind of a save. Very cool. Some archers who can hide behind the walls of a fortress and attack from behind it. And then we have Sent to the Abyss again. Damn. Great pulls. So far, incredible pulls. I'm now going to switch back to a seated streaming position. On account of, I don't want to stand no more. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god, how am I doing? Stupid piece of crap. Standing wasn't doing it for you. You got me dead to rights, my friend. You know what? Oh boy, we finally figured it out. The perfect streaming position. I'm such a dipshit. Okay, what if I... Oh my god. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Remover. I'm very happy to have it fixed. I think... You know what? Let's do one more Bible Battles one. This is too fun. But then I think we'll be getting to some more Magic the Gathering stuff. I've not ordered a custom order throne. Some more Magic the Gathering in a sec. I want to open up these Assassin's Creed ones. Really like your standing to sitting technique. Hey, thank you. You got to brace your core the entire time. Angel of Nourishment. Your followers are immune to famine until the beginning of your next turn. Wow. Look at that. Flying down with just a big loaf of bread. And looks like there's more bread to come if the arms are anything to go by. Camels! The Canaanites really bringing out the firepower with a 1 defense camel. Target army you control can be used to defend as long as it is currently not engaged in combat, even if it was used to attack your previous turn. Okay, so it's a... The camels are used to give your things kind of vigilance. Field of Grain? Yo. I mean, this is just asking to be used as a proxy for a Magic the Gathering land. That's good stuff. Pharaoh Amenhotep II! Oh my god. And he's got the whip and the crook. Ready to pull people off stage at the local S&M open mic. Which I assume will be a lot of moaning. I don't know. I haven't been to one. But you got to assume, given the combination of those two, it's just a bunch of people wandering up to the microphone and going, owie, ow. And you can play him even if you haven't got Pharaoh Amenhotep I in your deck. King Saul! Damn. We were all out of brightness when we drew this one, huh, gang? Your follower cards get +1 to defense while King Saul is in play. Johnny Depp ass? Alright. Yeah, no, he does look like he's one of the Hollywood vampires, doesn't he? Thank you for letting me have the opportunity to say one of the Hollywood vampires. Yeah, Remover. Followers? Cool. And hey, kind of a little Easter egg in here, gang. I love when card makers have their cards occupy the same kind of universe. In the background of the Israelite followers here, you can kind of see as an Easter egg. God damn it. Thank you, Good at Sports, for the 20 bucks. You see the camels from before. So you see they exist in kind of the same world. There's kind of a contiguous thread through this art. World building, yeah. Commander Abner. Your attacking army cards gain +1 to offense while Abner is in play. Ooh, and Abner will be in play, that's for sure. Now, does the gray 60 of 500 there mean he's a rare? There's literally no way to tell. I don't think it does. This one is Hala, and it's just a good food land. Impossible to know. Maybe this is the rare because it's gold. I do not know. Greg Turkington asked comment. All right. King Sargon II. Wow. I mean, I'm a huge fan of his YouTube content. It's great to see him here before he got big on there. Awesome stuff. More followers. These ones look like I drew them after a few drawing lessons. That's embarrassing. Daniel! Oh, drat, Daniel. Immune to conversion. And can protect other people from conversion as well. Whoa-wee. He's looking very sensual, you're right. It's interesting to look at Daniel under cover of darkness. Queen Tarpenis. An Egyptian unique person. Add +1 to your wisdom at the beginning of your turn. And looks like she's about to get beaten to death by a big feather. Ow. Tel Harsha, the city, adds +1 to your wisdom at the beginning of your turn. Awesome. Officer Nebuchadnezzar, a unique Babylonian who is rocking kind of the just got fucked in a 90s rom-com blanket positioning on his beautiful robe, huh? Like, this is what you see when someone's like, oh, what? Sitting up in bed? Looks like he just got fucked in a pile of curtains. His pecs going crazy, though. Poison the well. Awesome. That's going to work great for any Babylonians looking to cut into their enemy's economy. And the Angel of Nourishment, of course, again. Wowie. I like how many identical cards there are because every nation needs to have a version of it. Yes, it's fucking nuts, dude. Like, also, I tried reading the PDF, like the rules of this. It is so difficult to understand. And that's not... Like, I'm placed well to understand shitty card game rules. These are, like, truly unpassable. Baffling stuff. Let's go ahead and open up some Assassin's Creed collector boosters. These are sent to me by the good people over at Wizards of the Coast. That's what I was thinking, Sutek. This Poison the Well would be a nice kind of proxy if it... I mean, look, I feel like I'm going to use a lot of these sleeved up in a commander deck or something. As a fun alt art. If I can get that past my fanatical play group. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. That's true. We have the Assassin's Creed Collector Booster. It's a Ubisoft original. Swear to God, if you pull a serialized Socrates, I'm going to explode. Dude, the fact that Socrates is in this set, Socrates and Da Vinci both in this set is cuckoo crazy. Thank you, GM Pardon, for trying. I understand. Yeah, a lot of people are looking up Bible numerology. Man, the Bible verse numbering system must be a numerologist's dream, huh? Okay. Packet bit to open it. With no wear to the cards. And off we go. Origin of the Hidden Ones. Saga. Hey, thank you, Orko, for the 37 months. Deals 4 damage to any target. You have to gather the Assassin's Creed cards from icons scattered across your map. Well, yeah, the interesting thing about the Assassin's Creed cards that they sent to my house was they didn't tell me where the boosters were, but they did send a large spire for me to climb. And then I kind of got a sense for where they were around the house. Big Brass Crab, thank you very much for the 44 months. Welcome back. What the fuck is this card? This is a Saga, which is a type of card that... Oh, sorry, I just heard my fucking own tone of voice and was like... Viewer numbers dropping immediately if I say a word in that tone. Just once more. Have to kick that to the curb. It's a Saga. It just does the effect on each of your upkeeps. So you get, when you play it, you get Origin of the Hidden Ones deals 4 damage to any target. Next turn, you put a counter on it, and you create 2/1/1 black Assassin's Creature tokens with Menace. And then on the third counter you put on it, whenever an assassin you control attacks this turn, create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with Menace that's tapped and attacking. So it basically makes a bunch of little guys. Total Geek, I'm sorry, I don't know what... I don't think I can. Oh no, is it buffering? Oh shit. Down to 2000 kbps, now 4500. Now we're on the way back up again. But how strange. Yeah, I think my internet's going crazy. Alright, well, let's type in the chat so they know I know. Internet going crazy. I don't know why. Let me check if anything is updating. Discord, Firefox, Go XLR, Hey, Splinkerbell, thank you very much for the 37 months. Welcome back. No, Party Man, it's closed now. And it wasn't downloading anything apart from, like, the very start of the stream where it just went, go! Like, that was an install thing. But yeah, no, it's not that. I'm not sure what it is. This is probably just the fact that, yeah, trying to... Look, I mean, Australian internet's always fucked, but it seems like this one is maybe... Oh, yeah, we're kicking off again. Damn, we're dropping frames like fucking crazy. Man. I might check if Demi is doing anything on the internet. I'll be back in 1 sec. I'm back. How strange. Okay, now it seems stable. But yeah, I did just have a moment there where it dropped all the way down. I'm not sure. I think it's just going to be my internet's fluctuating a little bit. I'm not sure. Let's see. Demi's buying a lot of pants. Demi did buy another jumpsuit, which, God bless her, wife loves jumpsuit. And it looks great. Blinking Day, she is allowed to use the internet. I'm just trying to see if she's, like, downloading a fucking, I don't know, if she's resetting the router or whatever. Origin of the Hidden Ones is a saga. Go for the throat, hell yeah. This is a good card, as it's used in pretty much every deck that can run it. Some lovely removal. This chair does have a strange back on it. I don't know. Look, my chair situation is not too good. Oh my god, it's happening again. Dearie me. Well, we're back again. Yeah, it's just fluctuating the upload stream. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and tweak my output here. Maybe that'll be something I do. Okay, I have lowered my bitrate to 4 grand. Australians need to mite out your more internet. For real, dude. Oh, it going okay now? Hooray! Alright. Well, here is Go for the Throat. It is a black instant with destroy target non-artifact creature. And it features one of our favorite Assassin's Creed characters on it. You know the one. Roshan, Hidden Magister. Other creatures you control are assassins in addition to their other types. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. God damn. Okay. Everything becomes an assassin. This is the John Wick New York City card. Next up, Arno Dorian. Death Touch. Other assassins you control get +2/+0 and Disguise. Okay, cool. So you can cast him for... No, Disguise is something else. Fuck, I can't remember. But he looks cool. Mortify. Cool. Another card that people run in pretty much anything that can have it. Hey, thank you, Pup Gummy, for the 11 months. Oh, yeah. Having to... Look, I feel like opening cards is one of those things that's like, oh, this is fun until you really have to do it. That's a nice foil. I like that. I think that's it. This is kind of like an etched foil, I would say. In the parlance of Magic the Gathering. Oh, man. That's a sick Plains. Full art Plains. Always nice to have. To put in a deck that doesn't need to worry about the fact that this is from Assassin's Creed. Hell yeah. Yo, we have the foil normal frame Socrates Athenian teacher, gang. A 0/4. He's not dealing any damage. But he's keeping people very annoyed. Oh, wow. Charlotte, that's incredible. Meeting in the Assassin's Creed Online multiplayer. It did seem like an ideal one. Like an ideal multiplayer variant. Thank you, Disruptive Mole, for the 3 months. It was so brutal. That last mission's failure was so fucking brutal. Alright, this Socrates fucking rips. I love the Socrates card. I actually really like the foiling as well. I like that they've put him in front of the foiling on the sky. As well as his frame. Sick. You know what, hell, I'll do it. You know what, I'm gonna sleeve that fucker up. I'll do it. I don't care who sees. That's a rare looking one. Yeah, so the way these ones are structured is the rares are towards the back, but also they can be all the way through. And you can tell if a magic card is like rare, but just in like, you know, how often it turns up in a pack by the color of this symbol here. It's like, if it's just black, that means that it's a common. Silver means it's uncommon, and rare is gold, and then like an orangey, reddy gold is a mythic rare. Whoa. We got it sleeved. Rest in peace. Exile all graveyards. Exile everything that would go into a graveyard. No goth hookups allowed anymore. Teen goths, find somewhere else to have the world's worst kiss. What must be done? And the options are let the world burn or release Juno. Damn, okay. Honestly, never been happier to not understand Assassin's Creed lore than I am right now. Kind of cool that you can highlight all of this. Oh, we love gorgeous, wonderful, wonderful foils. It's Desmond. It's Desmond, the guy you let walk around for a while. In the game. I assume that's most of what he does. Aya of Alexandria. Menace and lifelink. Whenever a historic creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with menace. Holy dolly. Now, reading that out loud does make me rethink how baffling I was saying the Bible Battles cards are. And we have a token. Beautiful assassin token, a foil. And on the other side, it's a human rogue. Oh, look at that. He's making his way across the poles with that classic Assassin's Creed approach, which is holding A and the left stick forward. I don't even know if you need to hold A anymore. I haven't played the games since like 2. Tom's hand, says John. I do have, yeah, these are, I had some notes written down on my hand for the gig, because I was like, well, you know, I'm doing a long time. I don't want to fuck up or forget everything. So yeah, if you want my set list, there it is. It would suck if you were a rogue and you weren't lovable or dashing. Now you're just a guy who sucks. Yeah, I feel like to be a rogue, you have to be lovable and dashing. Otherwise, you're just a criminal, right? Like, that's the official D&D markation. Like, a rogue, a low charisma rogue would be like a thug or a goon. Huh? Here we go. Next up, an Assassin's Creed collector booster. Whoa. Adewale, Breaker of Chains. Okay, cool. I'm picking up from the art that this might be from the Assassin's Creed where everybody gets to hold a big wheel for as long as they want. Yay! Assassin, Pirate, and Vehicle card. He is pretty cool. Whenever a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, return him from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, sick. And he's 4/1, so he cruise vehicles nicely. Speaking of vehicles, Adrestia. Whenever Adrestia attacks, if an assassin crewed it, draw a card, and it becomes an assassin in addition. Okay, so you make a boat an assassin by being on the boat. I always heard Black Flag was great. I feel like Black Flag, the reason I heard it was great so much was partly because you could drive around your boat and you could sail your boat around and listen to songs. Vehicles, yeah, ECT, this is a vehicle. It's an artifact, so it's just like a... Okay, it's basically like an actual boat in that you have to put people on it to make it do anything. And then if you put people on it, it becomes a creature. And you can attack with it. Like a boat. Like how you can attack with a boat if you have someone on it. Lydia Fry can't be blocked with by creatures with power 3 or greater. At the beginning of your end step, surveil X, where X is the number of tapped assassins you control. Cool. Cool blueback synergy. Tax Collector. Oh boy. Choose one. Until your next turn, spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more to cast. And arrest. Detain target creature an opponent controls. Oh, the Tax Collector. The most hated villain in all of Magic the Gathering. And Naked Stone Guy Island. No. Come on, everybody. Stop Googling. Stop trying to book your tickets there. I'm talking about this full art island from the Assassin's Creed Magic the Gathering set. Me and my motorcycle are a creature. That's right. And we're very proud of you. Terrifying to find out that someone in my Twitch chat drives a motorcycle. Stay safe out there. Ivor, Wolf-Kissed. Whenever Ivor, Wolf-Kissed deals combat damage to a player, you mill that many cards. You may put a Saga card and or a land card from among them onto the battlefield. Pretty good. Trample Haste, 7/6. Damn, that's hitting you. No problem. And writing some stories about it, too, if you bring a Saga onto the battlefield. Desynchronization, pardon me. I mean, I love the art. Haytham Kenway. You cannot be real that this is the name of a man. I mean, I understand. It's an old-timey card, so that makes sense, but... looks like a cool knight guy that traps people underneath him. Caduceus, Staff of Hermes, or Hermes, I'm not sure. Unless we're going luxury bag brand, it's probably not pronounced Hermes. Equipped creature has lifelink. As long as you have 30 or more life, equipped creature gets +5/+5 and is indestructible and prevent all damage that will be dealt to this creature. Holy shit. Okay, so this is just like... A lot of people are going to want this etched foil fucking life gain commander card, huh? Oh, the man was punching his son in an earlier card. I understand. And another assassin and rogue card. Oh no, assassin and a token for the emblem that the Capitoline Triad gives us. Very cool. Look, I'll sleeve up Caduceus, Staff of Hermes. Why not? I don't get a bonus for leaving this stream with sleeves unused. And the Bible Battles cards, I mean, sure, they looked gorgeous. But I don't think I'm going to be sleeving up camels. I think I'm going to be fine if damage happens to the camels. In real life, of course, it would devastate me. It would ruin my entire life. But in, you know... Right now, it's fine. In card game form. Bobby, I like Magic the Gathering, but I feel like the best way to do it is if you download Magic the Gathering Arena, like give it a play on there. That'll give you a great feel for it. Then you can buy some stuff and maybe play it with some friends. Night Diabor, thank you very much for hanging out. Sleeve up D's nuts. Did I pull a D's nuts already? I remember... if I pulled the D's nuts, I remember it was right after I pulled the up dog. Hoping, desperate. Laying a counter trap. 2 chess grandmasters playing a game. Okay. What's up, Doug? It's a funny joke. Petty Larceny. Okay, kind of not the most impressive card in a set that's all about guys that kill people. But Petty Larceny, which is pickpocketing. Okay. And it costs 4 mana to pickpocket and 2 mana to kill something? God damn, dude. Phew. Magic. making the world a nasty place. 4 mana to do petty larceny. 3 mana to destroy target creature or enchantment. You can kill someone or the stuff they like. Hidden Blade. Very cool. Slap it onto a creature, and if it's an assassin, it gains Death Touch, as well as the other stuff. Shajun. Leap Strike and Rope Dart. I love, man, Rope Dart is such a cool thing. Just every time it's in a game, I'm happy to see it. Tan and B, thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. Another go for the throat, this time in an etched foil. Beautiful. Love to see that. Just a all-purpose card. Gorgeous full art swamp. Damn. That rocks. Yeah, you can give equipment to non-humanoids. So you can end up with stuff like a cat holding a knife, or being killed by a germ with a big hammer. There's a lot of Magic the Gathering is incredibly goofy. Evie Fry, you can get Jacob Fry out of your hand into your hand from the library, which is your deck. When you cast Evie. And then does some loot and discard and stuff. We have another Caduceus. This time a full art variant. Very cool. Conspiracy. Choose a creature type. Creatures you control are the chosen type. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. Okay, so again, everything's a goddamn assassin. Assassin's Trophy. Well, I know who will be holding that. Everybody. Animals with Weapons deck, Fireball meta. I don't know about like meta, but I know that the set that's coming out, the next released set is basically, everyone's calling it the Red Wall set. It's called Bloomburrow. And it's tiny animals fighting. Here, let me show you. Because this shit looks simply lovely. The next 2 sets that they have scheduled to release are so sick for, I think, 2 very different audiences. So first off, we have Bloomburrow, which is all about little guys. It's animals. Everything here is small. The main protagonist of the set of the cards is Mabel, heir to Cragflame. Mabel is a legendary mouse. There she is in an anime style as well. You have rabbits, otters. Like, I think that, yeah, here, check it out. These lands have different synergies across different creatures. Frog, rabbit, raccoon, or squirrels get bonuses in green. In red, lizard, mice, otters, and raccoons get bonuses. You understand where they're going here with how lovely Bloomburrow is going to be. Sunshower Druid, I mean, check this fucking guy out. Frog Wizard? Frog Druid, but you understand me looking at him and seeing that little hat. Oh, he's nice. Between him and Poison Dart Frog, Frog fans are eating in Magic the Gathering in the past few months. Then over here, we have the Duskmorn set, which is coming out afterwards, and which to me has a completely sick aesthetic. Entirely different. It's very much based around old horror movies. So here you have one, Come Back Wrong, which destroys a creature, puts it back on the battlefield for you, and then it dies again. And then the bonus card treatment in this is so sick. Look, it's like an old VHS treatment where they have the TV built in, the screen tear is in the art as well. It's so cool. Oh, someone asked if they still do Planeswalkers. They do indeed still do Planeswalkers. A little bit less. Yeah, like, check this out. Check Chainsaw the fuck out. I mean, I don't even have to open these. These are literally just better viewed here. Chainsaw looks so sick. And yeah, DJ Foss is right. The law they've established is that if you travel to Bloomburrow, you turn into an adorable creature. Assassin's Trophy looks good. I like that. I like the foil etch treatment. It feels more solid than a regular foil and less likely to curl and pringle. Another token, Assassin, and a... Oh my god. All right, we got the foil horse. Phobos. Hello, my friend. That's one nice horse. That's one nice little fellow. Well, big fellow. Horses are big. I've learned this. All right. Another. Here we go. Yeah, human rigs. These are... So Magic the Gathering does a lot of crossovers nowadays called Universes Beyond. So they just did the Fallout set. They did like a very limited Fortnite crossover. And this is their Assassin's Creed miniature set. Arbazmir. And I got sent these by the good people over at Wizards of the Coast. Oh, Iconic Bear. It sucks having the Universes Beyond bug in your head, and so you're just walking around being like, Elden Ring, Magic the Gathering, Souls-like Magic the Gathering crossover. Ooh. I thank you, Adesk, for the 3 months. Welcome back. Bleeding effect. Creatures you control gain flying. If a creature card in your graveyard has flying. Okay, cool. So you stack your graveyard with a bunch of keyworded creatures and then give those effects to all other creatures. And it's got Desmond in it. Roshan, Hidden Magister. This is the guy that gives everything Assassin. Hookblade in etched foil. Swamp. Yay. I really do like the full art Swamp. And speaking of Desmond Miles. I'm hanging out on a roof. Sorry, you're right. I should have mentioned the Magic the Gathering Lord of the Rings cards. I don't want to mention those, though, because I feel like if anyone hears about them and wants to buy them, they'll be disappointed by how expensive they are. Abstergo Entertainment. Now, this, I think, will probably be fetching a pretty penny among Commander enjoyers on account of it's a fixing land and it has some graveyard recursion with historic stuff. So I'm going to sleeve it up. Full art foil. Can't be mad about that. Yikes. Wahoo. Hey, Everything Now Show, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for the raid. How's the stream? You guys have fun? I am over here. Okay, like cards on the table, gang. Cards on the table, and they are on the table. I am over here hemorrhaging viewers. I will never stop losing viewers in exchange for me opening magic cards and cards from the Bible Battles Christian card game. I will never stop losing my viewers over what I believe in, which is that it's nice to open these funny little things. Anyway, what's up? Thanks for the raid. And yeah, they did have Kit Boger on, right? That was today. I saw the announcement. It fucking rocks. To imagine a room full of all of the guests that ENS gets, it's really staggering. I mean, just to put anyone in the same... Oh, my lord, that would be really good. Do you still have the old raid video that mentions your views plummeting post-raid? Let's find out. I do. Welcome, new viewers, to the stream. This is a video where this is showing you the POV of my viewer numbers after a raid. You're high in the sky, and then it all starts to go right down, back to where it was before. And fair enough, I get it. There's a lot going on, and none of it's good. But ideally, what would happen is you would stay. I will do anything to get you to stay. If you're leaving, that's okay. I'll do anything. I'll dance. If you have to leave, please do it this way. Please get everyone else to leave the stream with you so it looks like this. And I'm free. That way I can be free. In between me filming that, making that video, and now, I have actually gone skydiving, and it was fucking brutal. I'm considering leaving, convinced me to stay, and that's a fucking first-time chat, so you know they mean it. Fuck, man. Jamberg, thanks for the 36 months. 3 years. All right, hey, I'll convince you to stay. You don't know what's inside this pack of Bible Battles cards. Okay, hey, here, how about this? Okay. 1 in the chat if you want to open a pack of Bible Battles cards. 2 in the chat if you want to open a pack of Ultimate Combat. One of... I mean, I'm falling apart here, gang. This is one of the official trading card games of the American wrestling team. This is a baffling Christian trading card game featuring food, camels. There's a card in it somewhere that is Lot's daughters. No, that's Redemption. Sorry. Redemption is the... Okay, all the votes have come in. I'm seeing a lot of ones for Bible Battles. All right, let's open up a Bible Battles pack and get going. Okay. Is there a Jesus card? No, this is all OT. Bible Battles 15. Collectible cards. The beautiful card back. Look at that. Bubba. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, starting off with some Roman followers that are actually pulling me towards making a Roman deck now. Madams are looking simply glorious. All of the other followers we have had have looked like real male sad sacks. I gotta tell you, this is the most appealing art I've seen on a Christian card game. Did you pull an Everybody Lives tonight? No, I have not, but I did get a bribery. Don't make this an Israelite event. I mean, it's... Come on, man. All right. Moving on. Hastati, a swordsman. My sword is my life. Very cool. Vai, a fortress. Add +1 to your wisdom at the beginning of your turn. Very cool. Hey, thank you very much, Bobby Has Twitch, for the Fresh Prime. And thank you, Wisconsin Nick, for the 11 months. Welcome back. Olive trees. A beautiful Roman land. How could they live without their beautiful olives? Oh my god, look at that. I mean, this is playable in pretty much any deck. Honestly, if you put this down in Magic the Gathering in a Commander game, people will be completely fine with you playing it. Yeah, sure, taps for 1 of any mana. I fucking love olives. It works. Well, it works if you're playing Magic with people who are over 30, which is most of the people who are playing Magic nowadays. If you play this against teenagers, they're like, ugh. So you just sacrifice it the second it comes into play, right? Cistern. Target city is immune to torching. Now, am I stupid? Yes. Let me continue the question. Is this a part of a toilet? And yes, the cards are all different. They're the same thing, but from different people because you have to have enough cards. They can all... You can mix the nations, but every... Like, there's a certain card for Egyptian followers or Roman followers. It's really confusing. Light the toilet on fire. I'll do worse to it. I don't even have to schedule that in. I just know the toilet will be begging for cleansing fire after I next use it. I've been eating some stuff. Temple of Diana. Beast cards used for food can support 1 extra army or unique person up to a maximum of 4 armies or unique people. Wow, that's the kind of stuff. That's the kind of rules you read that have you just jonesing to play the game. I can support my armies and unique people with food from beasts? I'd love to do that. Sultan Tep, the fortress. +2 to wisdom at the beginning of your turn. Very cool. Bahurim, the city. Honestly, looking pretty nice. Barracks. +1 to defense of a target city or fortress. And the Alia River. Once this card is in play, you can build up to 1 building behind it. Enemy chariot armies and armies equipped with siege towers take 1 additional turn to reach your defending building. Can provide food for 1 army or unique person card. This seems completely fucking cracked. Could they not think of a better term than unique people? I think that maybe... I guess not. like Bible legend is he like I mean that's probably not something they want to say because don't whoa slavery cards. What the fuck is going on in Bible battles, man? And it's a Roman building. I mean, yeah, they loved that. This is as we have MTG at home vibes. We have Magic the Gathering at home if you came from the house from Binding of Isaac. Hey, thank you Trollgirl420 for the 41 months. Welcome back. We have Magic the Gathering at church, yeah. Spearman. Very cool. He's just kind of hanging out by his big jar. How was work today? Yeah, pretty good. Guarded the jar for a few hours. Dude, no way. No way. King Solomon makes all of our buildings easier to build. And look at that beautiful art. I'm surmising from context that this is King Solomon down here, as most of the art seems to be taken up by the big backwards 3 that they're making. But that is huge. That's an immediate slot into any commander deck that can take him. That's huge. Sleeve it? I mean, you might be right, honestly. How many King Solomons can there be? I remember in history there was only one of the fuckers. So surely in the card game Bible Battles, there's only like... I mean, this may as well be a serialized card. Wow. Straight to the pool room. Followers. This is a Roman follower. He is making a pot. Oh, for that guy to guard later. That's awesome. And we're back seeing our other wonderful Roman followers. So there's a lot of unique art for the followers is something I'm noticing here. Jeez Louise. Solid pulls, solid pulls. I wasn't expecting the Solomon. I was very pleasantly surprised to get that bad boy out of there. Also, you've caught me in the awkward space of not remembering if I said it before. So Trollgirl420, thank you very much for the 41 months. Welcome back. This reminds me of the time I bought a Pokemon hologram out of a vending machine and got a magic card. What were you on your way to that you were buying a Pokemon hologram out of a vending machine? What was going wrong? I was 5. Fair enough. Honestly, glad to hear it. All right, next up we have Ultimate Combat, the explosive martial arts trading card game. I know, Solar Parade. Twitch is dead set on having everybody celebrate my partner anniversary. Which is someone who's, you know, married to a wife, no less. I will say that it's one of the more meaningful anniversaries in my life. Crossing fingers for kick? You think I could get away with more if I streamed over there? Opening up some of the Playboy trading cards that I've seen on eBay. And getting the world's worst chat. God damn. Anyone here ever go on Kick? I go on there as like a person who is notionally a streamer. Like, realistically, I'm actually a fucking comedian. But notionally, I'm a streamer. And so I keep an eye on them. And it's so bad over there, dude. Why the fuck would we do that, Tom? I guess just morbid curiosity. It's bad over there, man. It's so much worse than you assume. Yeah, look. Okay, I'm going to show the intro that I screen recorded because I needed to show this on stream. People, you will have seen this, but we still got some people sticking around from the ENS raid, and I think you will really enjoy this. It sure is something. So this is an intro from the Kick Joker, who streams on Kick over at kick.com/thejoker. This is his stream intro, and it blew my fucking mind when I watched it for the first time, dude. I'm going to take my camera off the stream. I want you to just enjoy this free of distractions. Here we go. So funny to stream on Kick so you can point a gun at the camera.
Life is far too mysterious. Control them will make you delirious. No pain, no gain. Shut your bitch ass up! On that pretty face. Give up the act like my king. Being simple's insane. I'm so curious. Why so serious? So serious. Life is far too mysterious. Controlling will make you delirious. No pain, no gain. Let's put a smile on that pretty face. Give up the act like my king.
Run that back. Run the Joker back. That's my favorite bit of this shit.
On that pretty face.
This is my favorite fucking bit, dude. Oh, it's so good.
Give up the act like my king.
The Joker's famous catchphrase. Yeah.
Simple's insane.
Only the Joker would say something so twisted as the Joker. The fucking... He's behind a rhino and he has the sentry gun. Should have planned out the routine a little bit before you hit the go live. Had to try with the one arm and then the other one. All right. Anyways, thanks for watching that with me, gang. So that's why I sometimes check in on Kick, because it behooves you to know what's going on in places where things like that can grow. You know what I mean? All right, here we have the Ultimate Combat cards. I've been using these whenever I go and draft Magic the Gathering. The new set has like some mercenary tokens in it, so I use them as these card backs as stand-ins. It honestly doesn't behoove me. What does hoove you? Gi Patch Falcon. Drain to produce 1 Fighting Spirit power point. Okay, the Fighting Spirit of the Falcon has no equal. A lot of animals would be mighty pissed off from hearing that. Noticing immediately that we do have a turnaround pack. Okay, no, what is happening here? Okay, right hook, inside block. Attack bonus of +1 if attacker is facing at front. Damn. Thank you, Tom. My life is worse for having seen that. No worries. But now, look, if that just made you feel bad, imagine how easy it's going to be to feel good. All you have to do is watch a good video. And speaking of good videos, gang, the next installment of the Fast Traffic GTA 4 playthrough is going to be up on YouTube within like a day. Drop spin kick outside block, spin beneath their guard, and take their legs out from beneath them. Cool. Any good videos in the tank for us, Tombo? I have been... Look, I love my video curation. I have a bunch of stuff in the chamber. A lot of it is just giraffes licking stuff in their enclosure because I've been finding that really funny. But I do have some good stuff. I just spend a lot of time... Here, you know what? Oh my god, are they doing alternating card backs? Dude, they are! Headlock, knife hand block. Attack bonus of +1 if attacker's movement. The entangled foe suffers greatly. That's an explainer of a headlock? That's nutty. Enforcer's kick, back kick. This is the rare of the pack, as you can tell by that foil gi sticker there. Attack bonus of +1 if attacker is moving left or right. Sensei's gift to those with oversized egos. A tiny woman who can KO any man. Wow. Thank you, Sensei, for making a woman with an enforcer's back kick. Counter 0. Allows a counter attack. Cool. Man, this guy is getting fucking washed, huh? It would suck to be punched right above your black belt. So you know the whole time the guy's punching you, he's like, and I know this guy thinks he's good at karate, but here I am, winding him with a solid fist to the breadbasket. Adrenaline? Doubles value of any 2 of your fixed value advantage cards when all 3 cards are played on a single technique. Nature's Intensifier augments attacks. That's so true. Mantra of Power. Okay. If you're standing off against a guy and he starts doing that, you gotta back down. Also, I thought, reading the flavor text, that this guy's name was Bear. Calling upon your inner reserves brings extra power to Bear. Me looking up and being like, damn, Bear does have some extra power for real. Why do all of these guys look like barbecue dads from the 90s? Bobby, I think that's the kind of person that last had like a black belt in karate and would tell people about it. You know? He's got the KK slider eyebrows. I like that. But yeah, like, I feel like now if people have a black belt in karate, they're just kind of embarrassed that they didn't get into MMA. Strength X. Holy shit. The guy is doing what I am all too familiar with, which is the I haven't worked out that much hunch. Where he's doing the flex for sure, but he's also kind of like making sure that all of his meat is packed together so he looks extra lumpy. It's cool stuff. Ukemi. Very cool. The pain of falling lessens with repetition. Okay, cool. So this is... I did like a bit of judo as a kid. And this is a break fall. So this is a card that is based around how you fall down and hit the ground really hard when you throw down. Because hurt people hurt people. And also it fucking dissipates the fall. Whatever. Kevlar vest? Bro, you're turning up to a fucking martial arts tournament. You can't turn up to the Taekwondo regionals wearing a Kevlar vest under your shit. Damn. What's the pipeline from judo to mime, Tom? You get thrown once real hard, get winded by someone, and you kind of get out of there. Also, as like a 6 foot tall, very uncoordinated kid in judo, I spent a lot of time sailing through the air, my man. I spent so much time like in a beautiful arc. I was getting so fucked up. So fucked up by anyone who actually like ever wanted to do judo on me. I was like a training dummy. My armpit was so open, they could just scoot under there. Copycat. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Duplicate any technique on any one opponent's board with strength 1 to 1, -1 face value of that technique. Cool. And we have move left. This is fundamental. And it's something I wish the Americans would understand a little bit more. Oh. Get thrown onto the floor enough and you start building invisible walls around yourself. Dude, I'm serious. Like, the way I would do judo is I'd just kind of hold out my arms, I'd lock my elbows, and I'd just hope that we'd have time called before I got hurt badly. I'd just try and keep them away from me as much as possible. And then they would just go, thump, and I'd be like, oh no. And like, all of the sense memories I have from doing judo are of like one of my feet leaving the floor and my brain going, oh. Like, it's that sound in my head. Oh. It's so embarrassing to get thrown. Uppercut. Okay. Looks like you're sizing up the uppercut there, making sure that your fist fits under the guy's chin. Psychic enhancement goes great with Kevlar vest. Holy. Matched up against a septuagenarian who, judging by the card's cropping, forgot his black belt at home. So he's just wearing like a power cord wrapped around him. And then he starts doing this and green squares start appearing behind him. Man, he looks good. Psychic enhancement is so sick. Sleeve that? I think you might be right. You know what? Let's put that aside to sleeve it. And we have the right hook, of course, from before. Granddad did a lot of MDMA before the tourney. I've started to realize that the key to Randori is just the hug. When I hug you, I realize that I love you and we're all one, man. Who cares? Who cares about the tournament? Talking you into it. His love is so pure that he makes you want to, like, just surrender the match so he goes on further. Seeing that guy in bear and thinking I should have signed up for a more entry-level tournament. My face when I turn up to the entry-level judo tournament and I see all of my opponents clearly summoning their chi. Thinking to myself, I can't do that. I'm like the color I am. I can't change it. I mean, I guess I can turn blue, but that's actually makes me feel pretty lightheaded if I do it too often. It's scary. It's scary turning up to your fucking first martial arts tournament and the guy across from you starts going, ah, ah, and you're like, oh man, when am I getting matched up against that guy? Tournament organizer looks at his sheet. He's like, I think you're up against him in 3 episodes. And you're like, oh man, just get me out of here. I don't stand a chance against him. He's got so much time to become loud and powerful. All right, let's open up. You know what? I want to crack a Dungeons & Dragons Battle for Baldur's Gate booster. Look at that. Oh, man. This or the Modern Horizons. The Modern Horizons, I think, might be it. But these cards are going to be really cool. I love Magic. Is the Assassin's Creed set any good to play? Sergeant Baker, I would say that it's an interesting one because these Beyond boosters, which are the usual way they're selling these, they come with 8 cards, right? So they're actually quite hard to get. Well, not hard to get. Sorry, 7 cards. Goddamn. So I think that there are great cards in there. I'd probably, as always, just say, like, you know, buy singles of it if you want to put it in like a commander deck or what have you. I don't think it has like the body of a set where you could possibly do like a sealed event or like a cracking packs and playing with friends. I don't know. I think there's some cool cards in there for sure. If you already have like a commander deck, there'll be probably something in there for you. But yeah, I'd just say like, you know, check the cards out. I have a, they also sent me this. Standing up. An Assassin's Creed starter kit, which is pretty cool. You've got the Ivor Battle Kist and Blade of Vengeance, 2 little decks in there that you can fight, play against each other. So I think that's a cool way to play. Demir, that's right. All right. Bro got the hookup. I love to get the hookup. I did get the hookup. At no monetary value, but they did say, my agent was like, hey, they'd like to send you some cards. Are you okay with that? And I sent back my classic message of, yes, if they ever find out that I just take a discount on the cards, we're dead in the water, brother. Like, I just like opening cards. I like opening and seeing the cards. It would suck if they find out how much I like opening and seeing the cards. We need to make sure it doesn't happen. Nobody snitch. I'm opening up a Modern Horizons 3 collector booster pack. This is way too much money, but the cards in here are going to be really nice to look at. The art style in Modern Horizons 3 are so sick. Here we go. Whoa! So the chase cards here are definitely a serialized card, which they've started doing. So you have a card that's like X of 500, but that's always going to be the most expensive card you could get in a set like this, I believe. Here we go. Let's see what we've got in our first, non-Assassin's Creed Magic the Gathering booster. I work for Watsy, sorry. Sathius, come on. Well, keep me on their radar. As long as you don't tell Double Jump, the people that are sending me these wonderful cards, then we should be safe. I hope you get cards that are very good to look at. Shuttlecock, you have absolutely the right idea. All right, we got, starting off with a beautiful token. Man, that looks sick. All right, Accursed Marauder. Each player sacrifices a non-token creature in foil. Great. So these cards, unlike the Assassin's Creed ones, have way more cards in the boosters. And Tom, some people might be audio only, so be extra descriptive. This is a crazy guy. He's holding his hand out, and he's scaring the absolute shit out of me. I'm very afraid. All right, hopefully that worked for describing a cursed marauder. Okay, the next card is Horrific Assault. There is a crazy guy. He's a wolf, and he's holding his hand out at me and another guy, and I'm really fucking scared. Also, it's in foil. Oh, you're all good, Sathius. Oh, I figured it was a gag. This does fucking rock. Damn, look at that. So the kind of the follow through. The deal with these is that the Modern Horizons 3 kind of through line, I guess, is that they've got a bunch of Eldrazi in it, which is like a Lovecraftian monster, right? That's what you're seeing in Eldrazi Spawn, which is on the backside of the insect token. And in Horrific Assault, which of course has a bonus if you control an Eldrazi. So Eldrazi are big scary fucks. And it's a crazy unicorn, and I'm scared of it! And it's coming towards me! Thriving Skyclaw, some energy counter bullshit, which is, I mean, that's too rich for my blood. Keeping track of another resource. You're maxing out my fucking GPU and CPU at the same time, dude. I can't think about that. Bespoke Battle Wagon, using energy to do a bunch of crap, which is great. 4 for a 5/6 vehicle with crew 4. The green card is a Bloodborne-ass card. You're right. Eldrazi have a lot of, like, Bloodborne-adjacent stuff in them, on account of they're both cosmic horror shit. God, they're so sick. Oh, got me thinking about Bloodborne again. Man. What a game. Human rigs, I'm sorry. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just look, you've got me here. You're safe. Victimize. Sick. Love the foil. Love the cogs in the background there. Full art Eldrazi plains. A beautiful plains with a monster on the horizon. Oh no, watch out everybody. Unholy Heat in a retro frame treatment. Deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Unholy Heat deals 6 damage instead if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. The retro frame looks so good to me. Kevlar Vest would take care of that, no prob. A lot of these cards are absolutely dying to uppercut or focusing my chi and then falling over, yeah. Ooh, Metastatic Evangel. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, proliferate. And that's a foil retro frame uncommon. God damn. The geometry of the retro frame is so nice. You're right, Polycubic. I love... The retro frame is so good to look at for me. I have like a bunch of basic lands. Sorry, I said Polycubic. I meant Dunk Beetle. But the thing I like about... Oh no, yeah. We were both talking about retro frames. Okay, good. Yay! I'm glad. Getting confused. Beautiful. I'm going to sleeve this fucker up, just because some Commander player somewhere will want this. I slipped over on the wet footpath today and my work building were worried I'd shattered my bones and was going to sue them. Damn. Crick, Son of Yawgmoth. For each black mana in a cost, you may pay 2 life rather than pay that mana. Whenever you cast a black spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Crick, Son of Yawgmoth. Damn. That is... Hey, mono black rare for sure. I'm going to sleeve that up. I don't know why, but I do want to put him in a sleeve because I hate him and don't want other people to play him against me. Oh man, he's lifelink as well, and he gets +1/+1. Good gravy. Yeah, Post Malone did a crossover with Magic the Gathering, and Crick was one of the cards that he has a printing of that says Post Son of Rich. Twins of Discord. Okay. A lot of you are in the servers where these people are running amok. Jet Medallion. Oh, that's beautiful. Man, that looks so sick. I adore that. Didn't Post Malone also buy the One Ring? I believe he did. Yes, he did. Woof. Have you seen the picture of Post Malone using the one of one ring as a treasure token? No, I hadn't, but that rocks. You should have fun, you know? The Post Malone thing wasn't a bit? No, that's for real, dude. Here, let me show you. Oh, damn! Retro frame subtlety. This could be worth something. Because it has an effect that lets you evoke it, use its effect of choosing a creature spell or planeswalker spell. Basically, it's a counter spell for free. Or a 4-mana counterspell attached to a creature. And do we have? We have the fucker! Damn! This is a card that is ruining the game for, I want to say, 90% of the players of one format. Nadu the Bird Wizard. This is a card that is about to get so banned. And he's going in the sleeve so no one can hurt him. He can't be banned as long as he's in there. This guy sucks. He's making everyone mad. Like, just everywhere in the world, everyone hates Nadu. Yeah, no, everyone hates fucking Nadu, dude. And I don't even play against him. I've just watched videos of people playing against him and been like, oh, this does suck. Oh no, it's this guy? Well, yeah, it's my channel. I'm still here. What's he doing? Pecking people? Yep. Big time. Now, am I going to be able to open this without my trademark bite? Or will I have to resort to my teeth? Oh! Look at that. Already a clue. A mana cost of 1 and a green. My goodness. And Malevolent Rumble, a sorcery. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a permanent card from among them into your hand. Put the rest into your graveyard. Create a spawn with sacrifice this creature. Add colorless. Okie dokie. That is some green bullshit. Thraben Charm. Deals damage equal to twice the number of creatures you control to target creature. Destroy target enchantment or exile any number of target players' graveyards. Cool. I would say that that is good. Desperately trying to think of anything to say. It is nice to have a charm. Cyclops Superconductor. Would love to be in the Super Orchestra with that guy, although his depth perception will make it a bit difficult for him to see me up the back. I'm an oboe, and I'm not first chair. I'm in the 3rd row of oboes. I'm in a very oboe-heavy orchestra. That's me laughing at maybe the least funny thing I've said in, I want to say, like 3 years. I was just picturing an orchestra that spent way too much on oboes. The dread as you're sitting in the orchestra, in the audience for the orchestra, and you look out and the 5th oboe player comes out to sit down, and you're like, surely that's the last oboe player, right? Then numbers 6 through 8 come through, and you're like, oh man. When the 8th oboe player comes through the door, and then he's holding the door open, you're like, no! Oboe! Everyone hates me. Everyone hates me and wants me to die. Brad Pack Rhino. Tom, this is fucking hilarious. That's how you know you're dying. Thundering applause. Okay. At the end of the stream, I will be reprising the oboe bit. At least you're not a viola player. What the fuck is up with the viola? Just can't afford a violin? Is it bigger or smaller than a violin? Nah, you fucking got me, lamppost. Oops, all oboes. That's right. That should be the way they make the orchestra. Sometimes if you pay less, you turn up and you don't get to control how many of whatever instrument are in the orchestra. Sometimes you turn up to the orchestra and if you paid like $25, there's a small chance that it's all oboes. Okay, so the viola is a slightly bigger violin that the violinists make fun of. Oh. How do you get 2 oboes in tune with each other? Bloodpack Mermaid? I don't know. How do you get two oboes in tune with each other? Devastating to get hit with the nothing much, what's viola with you? Especially after, like, 2 full chats worth of messages explaining what the... Okay, to get 2 oboe players in tune with each other, you shoot 1. Okay. I would never shoot an oboe player. I would find my hand shaking and I would have to put down the gun. Luckily, the oboe player would then self-identify as an oboe player and they would put the gun in their mouth. Next up, we have Sundering Eruption. This is a cool card. If you haven't been playing Magic, this is a new thing they've started doing. These are called DFCs, which stands for Dual-Faced Cards. So this one is either a 3 mana, Sundering Eruption, destroy a land, do some shit, or it's a land that you can pay 3 life and it enters the battlefield untapped. Pretty cool, right? Modal dual-faced card. Thank you, second biggest loser. My bad. MDFC. But yeah. How do you shuffle that shit? So you either have like a little card that you just write on it, like this is Volcanic Fissure or Sundering Eruption, or you do a thing where you just have them all sleeved. So usually people play in tournaments with like opaque sleeves. Objectively, like if you're ever playing in a tournament, your deck is probably worth like a minimum of $500. So you've got them sleeved anyway because you want to keep those cards in mint condition so you don't, like, they lose minimal value. But yeah, people play with sleeves, but officially you're allowed to, not allowed, it's encouraged to have like what they call little placeholder cards where you write down on it and it has like a traditional Magic the Gathering card back. Another beautiful plains. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ooh, Lion Umbra. This is good for me because I want to make a mono green Stompy Commander deck. The retro frame is so fucking beautiful, man. I'm the most valiant pro proxy warrior. Dude, proxies rock. I had a bunch of... I mean, I don't have them here, but like I got a bunch of like basic lands printed for myself so that I could have lands that I made that have rally cars driving through them. What commander are you thinking of? Thrun, Breaker of Silence. The retro green frame is so sick. Retro frames are so... Oh, whoa! So nice we pulled it twice. Damn, damn, damn. Look at that. I also printed out a bunch of the Power 9 to use as treasure tokens. So I've just got a bunch of them that I use whenever a set comes up, and I just write like Mercenary or like Treasure on it with a big Sharpie. Just it really scared the guy who works at my local game store when I first came in there with it. Press C6, pretty much, yeah. But it's mainly like, I think they would call them proxies or what have you. We have Monumental Henge. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Grab a historic card, put it in your hand. Pretty good. Reduce. Siege Gang Lieutenant. I love that. Oh. Absolutely sleeving up a full art goblin, dude. His crew proudly maintains an accident rate of 100% per day. Ah. He's looking good. Skin, clean. Crew, injured. Workplace, dangerous. Tom, do you still use your custom card backs you made? For the proxy ones, yeah. I've got, like, a Magic the Gathering card back, but without any of the text, and it just has me on it in the corner going... Ugh. He looks like a mind goblin. Now, what could that possibly mean? What are the reliquary? Beautiful. Hey! Oh, EDH viewers in shambles when they see this motherfucker across the table from them. Because Kalia of the Vast, of course, puts a big fucking angel demon or dragon creature, slams it on the table without you needing to put it down there in any kind of fair way. That's going to be in the sleeve. Not much. What's Mind Goblin you? All right. Love it. Vastly overrated. Yeah, yeah. I think that all I've seen about it is annoying people complaining about it, but I understand that. But we have a dog! A funny little dog! Philia, exuberant shepherd. Legendary dog. At the beginning of the next end step, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. When she attacks, she takes someone on a walk and then brings them back. Oh, Philia. And then we have, to close out the pack, a Servo and Phyrexian Golem token. Algara, hey, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Much appreciated. I will be sleeving the nice dog because it's nice to have a nice dog. I'll also be skipping the Tekken 3 Brian's theme because this is so terrible. All right, let's go to that. Tekken Tag Tournament Hwarang theme. Save me. Thank you. Yeesh. Swah. The dog is so nice. It's having such a nice time. All right. Next booster. And thank you again, Alagara, for the 5 gift subs. Much appreciated. Thank you, everybody. I'm having a wonderful partner anniversary. I hope you are having... so, if you don't know, this stream is happening because I have a lot of cards lying around, and I need some morale boosting before we head back in to Grand Theft Auto 4 after some truly heartbreaking failures that happened last stream. Yeah, Bobby, look, I think that, I mean, most people play Commander. That's like the most popular format for sure. So the Bloomburrow Commander decks would be maybe something you'd like to look at when they get announced and come out. That's a fun way to get started in the 100 card format where you have to like otherwise think up like what a mana base is or whatever. And Butson, thank you for the 32 months. Welcome back. The thing about it is it's like a 4-player format, which is, you know, a bit of a bummer and it can go for a long time. Can you explain what Commander is? Yes, I would love to. And here I go. Usually Magic is like 60 cards in a deck, up to 4 copies of a card, and they rotate in and out. You know, that's like the most popular formats because the formats where they don't rotate out are insanely expensive because the most powerful card is from like 1990 or whatever. Commander is a format that was made up by fans so they can play with old cards that they like and not be like super sweats about it, basically. And it's now the most popular format because it lets you play with your old collection, kind of be more creative and silly. You have 100 card decks and there can't be more than 1 card of any type in that deck. Sorry, what I should say, it's a singleton format, so you can only have 1 copy of, for example, Philia Exuberant Shepherd. But then it's made particularly personal for you because you get to have 1 Commander, which you can pretty much cast every game because it sets outside your deck in a separate zone. So you get to kind of base something around your favorite legendary creature. It has to be legendary. And it's cool. Yeah, I know, Alagara, but you cut me some slack here, you know. If I actually explain the format with all the rules here, we'll be, you know. But of course, another commander can be a background, which is something introduced in the Dungeons & Dragons set, and or you can have one as a partner also, like, you know, I can't be sitting here being like, oh, but of course your commander could also have be raised by giants, and that comes into play. Anyway, foil contaminated landscape, hell yeah. Electrozoa. Cool. Another Energy Matters card. Riddlegate Gargoyle. Yeah, let's just look at the nice cards. Expel the Unworthy. Damn, white removal spells always, always look so nice. They just have something disintegrating somewhere in it. So cool. Grim Servant. Search a card for a mana card with a mana value less than or equal to your devotion to black. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Damn. That's pretty good. Especially if you've got just a mono black commander deck going. Pinnacle Monk. And this is another MDFC. You can see here, you can play Pinnacle Monk as a monk, or as you can play Mystic Peak. So it gives you some more options if you have that in your deck. If it's something you draw when you want a creature, you can play it as a creature. If it's something you draw when you want to land, you got to land. And yes, Garrulous Monolith, yeah. And also, Commander is nice because you can play, like, budget stuff, but because you can play cards from pretty much anywhere, you can make things that are more, budget, but still competitive. Or whatever. You can do, it's just slightly easier to have fun. We have a Retro Frame Jolted Awake. The Retro Frame looks so good. Abiding Grace. At the beginning of your end step, choose one return target creature card with mana value 1 from your graveyard to the battlefield, or gain 1 life. I mean, beautiful art, damn. Bible Battle's staring at this and be like, why didn't we think to commission that? Echoes of Eternity. Oh boy, this is going to be some Eldrazi bullshit. Triggering the ability of a colorless spell or a colorless permanent twice. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for that copy. Holy. Okay, well, this is something that every Eldrazi deck definitely already has. And also, sorry, I've forgotten the visual descriptions of the cards. This card has a guy in it, and he has a big hand reaching towards me, and he's scary. And I'm very afraid. Thank you, Jupiter Screams, the Fresh Prime. Much appreciated. Thank you for using your Prime subscription to subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoyed watching Fallout. No worries, have fight. See ya. Sergeant Baker, I don't know. Look, I think that with some stuff, if you have like a goblin deck or whatever, there's room for change. But I feel like, look, I don't know. I feel like Eldrazi, you just know what's about to happen. Which, I mean, fair enough. You know, they're a world-ending threat, and they end the world in one way. So, very flavorful. Flavor win. Thank you, Tom. Hey, no problem. Thank you again for the Prime. And so the loop continues. Yep, this is a scary guy reaching out his hand, but thankfully a small little guy has jumped in the hand, and so I'm not scared of him no more. Wonderful. I don't like... I mean, the full arts, obviously, it's good that I guess that they don't have the descriptions of what populate and proliferate do, but I don't know what fabricate is right now because I'm a dipshit. We have the dog, but inside profile. Cool. Wonderful dog. Some more blinks. Thank you, Junon. Power Balance. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may reveal the top card of your library. If you do, you may cast that spell without paying its mana cost if the two spells have the same mana value. Oh, we both get to do some bullshit. White Orchid Phantom. Damn, that art looks sick. Destroy up to one target non-basic land. They can get a basic land instead. Okay, cool. So kind of just, hey, you know what? Let's take the amount of money on the table down a notch. Man, that looks so sick. I'm gonna have to sleeve this just because I like the art on it. Shoop. And a servo and zombie. This is like my favorite zombie token. Or, you know what? There's a lot of good zombie tokens in Magic the Gathering. But that's so sick. The glint in the eyes is so good. Alright. Next up. Gay zombie. Okay. Nice arm. Hey, thanks. Made it myself. I need to go to the gym so I can make more arm on me. God. Hey, Servo, thanks for the 18 months. Welcome back. I'm gonna do it again. I'm so glad that Servo was here in time to see the Servo. And we have my favorite token of the set in this pack. Check this out. I love this. So this is a zombie army. This is like part of a mechanic where you make an army and you put +1/+1 counters on it, and so it becomes like larger over time. But I just love this art so much. It's so good. Man, that rocks. And the other side of it is an Eldrazi spawn. Fine. That's fine. But look at that. So sick. Enough to make you want to make a deck all about amassing zombie armies. I can't quite read the artist's name. It is by Warren Mahy. Don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Mahy. So sick. The jaw off to the side there. Oh. I mean, hell, I agree. It's jaw-dropping. Funniest man in world found dead by own hand. Alright, we have Writhing Chrysalis. The only thing I know about this card is that it's ruining Magic the Gathering Limited in Modern Horizons 3 for a lot of people because it's so good. Infernal Captor? Ah, I've got a piece of paper. Inspired Inventor. Dream Drinker Vampire. This is such cool art, dude. Man. She's sucking the bullshit dream about turning up to high school and not realizing that you have a test on even though you're 45 right out of your body. Now, the downside is that she's killing you for it. But it would be nice to get that out. Horrid Shadow Spinner seems needlessly judgmental, honestly. That's a bit much. Come on, man. Reiterating Bolt. 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you can replicate it. Cast it twice for 3 energy. Cool. Nadia's Nightblade. Sick. Great for decks that want to make tokens and have them leave the battlefield. Gorgeous Island. Damn. This one, am I being crazy? I don't see the Eldrazi in it. Is this just like a regular full art? Oh no, there's the motherfucker. There he is. God damn it. That little scamp's up to no good all the way over there. I went to Gorgeous Island and everyone knew you. Meme shot, that is so nice to hear. Skoa Ember Mage in the retro frame. Got some bullshit going on in it. It's for constructed, so I will not be looking at it or thinking about it. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Beautiful retro foil. Damn. I love this style of foil where it's just very, very subtle. That rocks. Hey, Cursed Mirror. Shit, yes. As Cursed Mirror enters the battlefield. Sorry, the reason I'm making that noise in response to this card is because I have a Rakdos deck that I want this in. Beautiful. Broodmate Tyrant. Create a 5/5 red dragon creature with flying, and you can cast it from your graveyard for 5 and black, red, green. 5 Berg. Man, that looks so good. Oh, really crazy. I think part of the reason I like Magic the Gathering so much is because... oh, and it's Mr. Dipshit again. The horrible nasty man. And this is some bullshit. This is some commander shit for sure. Nasty Elf with this much rules text. Don't even have to read it to know that this is going for a premium for people who want to fill up their entire board with every elf they've collected over like 15 years. Eladamri Corvidal. Oh, I love this. Now this is also a good, like a decent card, decent expensive card, but also that is some of my favorite art. I know, Lucid Dipshit, Dish Pit, sorry. Sorry for calling you a dipshit. I did see Justin was playing the elf deck today. He posted it in the Goo Crew Discord. and I was looking over it and being like, God damn. Seeing Craterhoof? How dare you? My bad. I'm standing down. I'm sorry. I'll do anything for you to stay. I'll do anything. You got to understand. Sackland, that's right. So the reason this is good, for anyone who doesn't play Magic the Gathering, the reason Bloodstained Mire is so nice is because you get to choose which one you go and get. It comes in untapped, and it takes a swamp or mountain out of your deck so you don't pull it later on. So it thins your deck, which is important. Blah, blah, blah. Guy who's watched exactly one Slay the Spire how to play video after losing to Act 1 every single time. Yawn. All right, look, we're getting back to the looking at nice pictures. That's right, Polycubic. I also am hypnotized by the possibilities of Sackland. An entire world just for scrotums. But instead of that, check out the Oozewag. It's an Ooze Brushwag, which is to say, it's a gooey, horrible little fellow. Nasty little man. He looks soft. He does, right? He's all made of ooze. Unfathomable truths. Draw 3 cards and create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token with sacrifice this creature, add colorless. Whoa. Conduit Goblin. This is... Mind Gobbling, my Conduit. Everyone Google Brushwag, please. You need to see the art. The Brushwag is so nice here. Let me pull it up for you. Because the original Brushwag art, I actually have... I already own a single of the Oozewag because I have a collection of the Brushwags in a page in my little binder because I was like, these guys are so nice. Those being the Brushwag seen here, barreling through the forest, and the almighty Brushwag making himself everybody's problem as he trundles through the jungle. I love them, man. They're so sick. Look at this face. Arrgh! I'm going to be trouble for animals. Wasn't there one in Thunder Junction? I can't remember. There was some kind of wag in Thunder Junction. Yeah, I was playing with it. I can't remember what it was. Oh. Yeah, the original Brushwag. Just straight up Brushwag before Almighty Brushwag was brought it back. This one's from Mirage. Alright, we got Wastescape Battle Mage. Cool little roll filler. Twisted Riddle Keeper. Oh my god, it's the Joker and Riddler himself. Imagine if the Joker and Riddler had a baby. Oh, it'd look a little like this. And the process of making it would look simply wonderful also. The process of making the baby would be absolutely bewitching. Bridgeworks Battle. 3 mana or a land that comes into the battlefield tapped unless you pay 3 life. Sick. Have I told you about the annoying thing? Sorry, just seeing the riddle me blank in chat. The really annoying thing I've been doing recently. And obviously this could go anywhere from here. But one of the really annoying things I've been doing recently is if anyone asks me a question, it's like, oh yeah, what are you doing about, do you know what, like, we're having for dinner tomorrow? And I respond as if they've asked me, riddle me this. So I'll be like, I'll riddle you that. It's really frustrating for everyone to deal with. Mountain with a nasty man over there in the background. Unfortunately, they forgot to remove that layer in Photoshop before they sent the card to print, so it's not nice to look at. And it's actually pretty scary! So don't have this kind of card in the pack! Tune the narrative. Draw a card. Get 2 energy tokens. Cool. Unholy Heat. 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. And the Retrofame foil. Oh, it's so nice. Invert Polarity. Choose target spell, then flip a coin. If you win the flip, gain control of that spell, and you may choose new targets for it. If you lose the flip, counter that spell. So this is something people might not know about Magic the Gathering. This game has coin flips as something you can, like, build towards if you're building a commander deck. And it is incredible Incredibly annoying. It rocks. The Polygoyf is... Oh, shit. Myriad Tarmogoyf with Trample. Holy. Board game night at the Polygoyf's house is going to be absolutely banging. Damn. Fill the graveyard and then go on over. So you need 25 cents to play this game? No thanks. Oh, shit. This is a good pull. This is a card that is like the Bloodstained Maya, but it is for blue and black. And we get a mythic rare right after it. Whoa! Okay, wait. Let's do one thing at a time here. People seem to call just about every color bullshit. Are there any non-bullshit color combos in Magic the Gathering? No, and that's the wonderful thing about the game. But usually the bullshit color combo is the one your opponent is playing. And the one you are playing is honest and normal. Sorin of House Markov. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, transform Sorin. And what's that mean? It means you flip him over and he turns into Sorin Ravenous Neonate. Also, what the fuck? We have the same exact thing, but for Tamiyo right after. Shit. Okay, so we got Handsome Man. Let's focus a little bit more on the Handsome Vampire Man. This is him as a human. This tells the story of him becoming a vampire. And now he's a guy who can make food. The Handsome Vampire Man is looking simply wonderful. I am putting him in a beautiful sleeve, and I'll be doing the same for Tamiyo, who is... This is some blue mana bullshit if ever you saw it. He was already a vampire. Human noble, pal. Read him and weep. He became a vampire when some bullshit happened. I assume someone bit him. Probably a vampire, but maybe you can get it if you just, like, roll a 1 while getting bit by a regular guy. Okay, Tamiyo is going in the sleeve even before I turn her over because I'm so nervous about holding a mythic rare ever in my life. Here we have Tamiyo, Inquisitive Student, and Tamiyo, Seasoned Scholar. This is a card that is laid out in a very confusing way. A Planeswalker is something you don't really need to understand. If you're ever thinking about getting into Magic the Gathering, don't worry about it. You can chill out, but she looks sick. Oh wait, she's Simic? Is she actually green-blue? Damn, she is! Oh, that rocks. Congratulations to Tamiyo for becoming someone that's fun to hang out with instead of someone that just says, no. At least with Simic, you know they're trying to end the game. Oh, thank you, Wood Johnson. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying streaming my crazy little game. Grand Theft Auto 4. And also the other ones. Yeah. No, Toad, you're nailing it. That's really good. And yeah, the stream's been going from strength to strength. I'm really enjoying my time on Twitch.com. Now, here we go. Next, Modern Horizons 3 collector booster. Foreboding Landscape. Beautiful. Nyxborn Hydra. Oh, that makes a big fella. Is this a SpawnCon stream? I've actually opened up all the ones that were all the things that I was given for free, and now I'm opening up the things that I got with real money. Yeah. Okay, Dog Umbra. This is an enchantment that gives your creature the power of dog. Or if you cast it on an enemy, it makes the dog enchantment kind of hang out with them and grab them by the feet and be like, arr, arr, arr. Scurrilous Sentry. Enters the battlefield or attacks. It connives. Cool. I like that. I played this in the one Modern Horizons 3 draft I did. Emissary of Soulfire. Looking very cool. Furnace Hellkite. Affinity for artifacts. Gets +1/+0 until end of turn. The classic fire-breathing ability. Shrieking Drake. Me walking up to my mama and going, ah! When Shrieking Drake enters the battlefield, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. Fair enough. So you can play Shrieking Drake and it just goes, ah! And then it goes back to your hand. It looks cool. I mean, I love it's the skulls it's standing on. This is such a beautiful... It's Ian Miller, right? His art is so fucking good, man. Shrieking Drake. Kendrick Lamar must have got a good diss track out. Wow, Hobbs the Tiger, that rocks. Nesting Grounds. Trying to think of something to... Hey, what's in your opinion is the optimal amount of time to marvel at a card you've just opened for, moving on to the next one? I think it varies because also I'm going to be marveling at these cards later on while I organize them because I'm a big sap. Here we have a Nesting Grounds. I love the retro frame border on these. These are just like... the retro frame on like artifacts and stuff, this is what this is. This is like similar to the frame that we used to have. Is so... very good to me. It has the same warmth as like a wood-paneled TV or station wagon. This is Magic the Gathering. These are Modern Horizons 3 Magic the Gathering cards. Toad, it's not nerdy to organize one's cards. It's actually very good and smart. Rasheen, Roaring Prophet, another card that makes you go, ah! Her and Shrieking Drake, absolutely getting complaints from the neighbors. Ether Refinery. That is a whole lot of energy stuff. Damn, okay. That's quite late in the game, though, for an energy thing. Although doubling it is pretty sick. Guide of Souls. That is probably pretty good. I don't know about shit. Hello, Booglebop. Flare of Malice. You may sacrifice a non-token black creature rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker with the greatest value they control, with the greatest value, mana value. That's good. The retro frame Flame of Malice is looking good as hell. This looks like something that I would have been playing with back when I got into the game. Oof. Yeah, the free instants are... Turns out that being able to play a card for no mana, pretty good when all other cards cost mana. Dreamtide Whale! Yo! Oh, Hideo Kojima, who goes to therapy, comes up with ideas like this, dude. It's just nice to look at. Man, the whale turning into clouds is so sick. Life Stranding, yeah. A game about just people who hang out on a beach and nothing bad happens. That's so nice. Dreamtide Whale rocks. Goswazzle, ain't that the way? People just exist to bring down the strong and good. Did I miss any cool pulls? Let me walk you through it. For one thing, we got Right Hook. Or, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Maybe there was a kerning issue. Might be Right Hook. We got that. We got, in the Magic the Gathering verse, we got some good shit, honestly. The foil full art Tamio. Sorin, Ravenous Neonate. Two, like, black blue and black red Sacklance. White Orchid Phantasm, Kalia, Siege Gang. Damn, these cards are nice. Oh, I simply adore cards. I really hate that MTG has super beautiful original art like this, and then it's like, hey, remember when Assassin's Creed was kind of good? Yeah, look, I think the art style treatment for Assassin's Creed is just not something I enjoy very much. Like the showcase frame, I believe they call it. But it is cool, like, to just see, I don't know. I'm not a Universes Beyond hater, personally. Yo, what's up? Crucified Scoob, how you doing? I'm opening up some Magic the Gathering cards over here. Currently opened up a Modern Horizons 3 collector booster. I hope you're well. Happy anniversary, thank you. 18 more viewers to lose. That's right, Toad. It's a race to the bottom, baby. Polycubic came in on my end, but it wasn't coming through on yours, I guess. Any good pulls? Yeah, dude, let me... Ow, I just hurt my elbow so bad, but I'm so strong and nice that I'm getting through it. So we got Flare of Malice. Sick. Full Art Foil, Tamio, and Soren. Same pack. Crazy. Polluted Delta and Bloodstained Maya full arts. We got this elf bullshit that is for someone who is going to build a commander deck that I would hate to play against. This is just in here because I think the art is beautiful. Kalia of the Vast for anyone who wants to do that. Siege Gang Lieutenant and a nice dog. This bullshit. Subtlety. Jet Medallion. Crick, Son of Yawgmoth. And then Psychic Enhancement, of course, from Ultimate Combat. King Solomon. That one was huge. Opening this up in a pack of Modern Horizons 3, you've got to feel good about that. All buildings take one less effort to bring into play while King Solomon is in play. That's, of course, from the Bible Battle sub-expansion, the bonus sheet. Quack. Yeah, I understand, Toad. I think, look, I don't like it for that as well. But also, I understand that as soon as Universes Beyond hits something that I like, I'll be powerless to protest against it, you know? Like, if Universes Beyond ever comes to do an official crossover with like, World Rally Championship or the Go-Off Kings, you know, I'm dead in the water. Is Socrates the magic card? Yeah, we got Socrates. Molten Gatekeeper. Very cool. I think I think everyone agrees that the Lord of the Rings set is just sick. Because, I mean, it's old fantasy, you know, there's obviously going to be so much bleed with, ooh, an elf. Add green for each elf on the battlefield. God damn, Priest of Titania. Is that it is a Rebecca Gay. Hell yeah. I believe her name is pronounced Gay, but I'm not sure. Revitalizing Repast. Ooh, we either have... That's nice. I love the art for Old Growth Grove. Damn. Cool, and a nice combat trick as well. Doctor Who... The Doctor Who cards seemed, really way too much. Like, they seemed way too complicated, honestly. If you're like just a Doctor Who fan who looks at Magic the Gathering and is like, I like to play some, and you buy a Doctor Who Commander deck, you're playing some of the most complicated fucking Magic the Gathering you can imagine, dude. Victimize, beautiful retro frame. Jolted Awake, retro frame foil. Flare of Cultivation, which is a free instant, so we're going to go ahead and sleeve that up because someone somewhere is going to want to play that shit. Yeah, it's crazy to think that the first crossover set was The Walking Dead. Oh yeah, it's a sorcery. Oh well. Nevertheless, I'll keep it sleeved. Azlask, the Swelling Scourge. Now, is this a commander card that's found its way in here? The Transformers in Brothers War was such a fucking bummer, dude. There were just like Transformers animated cards in there that just looked like screen caps of the show, and it looked so bad. Okay, experience counters. Play Wooburg, get creatures get +X/+X, which is experience counters. Scions and spawns you control get indestructible and annihilator 1 until end of turn. Holy dooly. Full art Monumental Henge, looking gorgeous. Sergeant Baker, I would have 100% bought the Hatsune Miku card, but I just missed out. I'm not a... Just to have it and annoy people, it would be a real goal of mine. But we have Necro Dominance here, which is sick. Damn. Skip a draw step, pay any amount of life, draw that many cards, maximum hand size is 5. That is sick. It looks really cool. I am going to put it in a sleeve out of respect. And yeah, this is the Yoshimitsu's theme. No eyes, no ears, etc. And Lelia, Blade Reforged. Damn. She is good. I like Lelia. This is the type of card I like to have in a deck. I think that I will be probably playing that in my completely dogshit Rakdos deck. In my Commando deck. which is either going to be Rakdos the Muscle or Jury. Oh, Dunk Beetle, you kidder. A Jury, Master of the Review. Man, we're coming up on time here. I'm not going to get through too much of this stuff, but I'm having so much fun opening these. Thanks for hanging out, gang. I have seen Orcish Farmer. I really like Orcish Farmer Remover. I think I have it downstairs. I went through a stage of just, like, finding cards, adding them to a list, and then if I had something to celebrate or something, I'd add... Like, and all of these were, like, 5-cent cards or something. But I just loved the art of the old Magic cards. So I stockpiled, like, wanting a whole bunch of them. Like, for example, Brushwag here. But also, like, this, to me, is an ideal Magic the Gathering card. Kobolds of Kirkkeep. Oh, look at these horrible little freaks. Also, this is so Demi. Like, this is so my beautiful wife. Don't you think? They're all literally me. Congratulations. Representation's important. Is he flinging poo? He may well be, but he's a 0-1, so if he's flinging it, it's not connecting. All right. Have you ever spent your 1 card per day to show Demi this? I believe I have. Yeah, me and my wife have a rule that I'm only allowed to show her 1 Magic the Gathering card per day. Which is good. It's really good for the relationship. Okay, we open up Phyrexian Worm token. This is made by a creature in this set. And a Phyrexian Germ Worm. Lovely. Fanged Flames. Beautiful. A cool limited role filler. Trying to say something about anything. This is why you branched out to different CCGs. Yeah, I can show her as many Bible Battles cards as I want. Fetid Gargantua. Nasty big thing. God damn. The old counterspell card bothered me and I was staring for hours because it looked like the guy had carrots on the ground for fingers. Are we talking about the same one? The eyebrow raised one? This is also one that I'm just like, I would like to have this just to look at, but I might just get it printed or something, you know? But this art here is so good. Huh? Phew. It's so good. Just a beautiful schmuck. Oh, I thought I was gonna do magic. Sacrifice Urza's Cave, search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Damn, that's good. Oh, hell yeah, second biggest loser. That's a good question, Toad. No, right now there's no limit on anything Demi does. But, and also, you know what? Maybe there could be something that limits what she does. Interesting idea. Sink into Stupor. This is another MDFC. Turn target spell or non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Or comes in as some springs you fall asleep in. Very cool. Swamp. Beautiful full art swamp. That's a $5 card. Sink into Stupor? Damn. Well, consider it sleeved. Okay. Full Art Swamp. I fucking love Full Art Lands. Like, that's like my main favorite thing about Magic the Gathering is being able to look at a land. Ether Spike. Strike it Rich. Beautiful treatment for Strike it Rich. We even have the old grave tombstone symbol in the title. To indicate that this is a thing they did back in the day to show that a card interacted with the graveyard in some way. And this can be cast from the graveyard for 2 and a red and then exiled, removed from the game. Disruptor Flute. This is some constructed bullshit for sure. You are dealing with this. in a sideboard or some shit. Wonderscape Sage. Return a land you control to its owner's hand. Draw a card, then discard a card unless that land had a non-basic land type. Next up. Ah, the profile view of the motherfucker himself. Crick, son of Yawgmoth. Ooh, that looks sick. Full art, free spell. That's got to be worth a little something. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve that bad boy up. Man. Hey, what's up, John Coffey? Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful time in bed. Sleeping. I hope you sleep well. Shut up. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to ban John Coffey so that they can't say that I spoke strangely. Get them out of here. Everybody look at the card. Flare of Duplication. You may sacrifice a non-token red creature rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose no tokens for the card. That's really good. That's honestly really good. It's really good. The Borderless Flares and Medallions are so pretty, dude. Also, shit. We got another flare back to back. Will be a chase 6 hours of sleeping. Thank you, Tom. You're welcome. And we're back at the Phyrexian Worm Germ. But free counterspell. Just sacrifice a non-token blue creature for a free counterspell. That's pretty good. Flare of... not dental. Close. Denial. I see where you're going with that, and I don't like it. Alright. I will pay extra for a non-Joss Whedon-y flavor text of this card. Skip to the end. Yeah, 1 and a blue for a counterspell. Not too bad. Hey, you know what? We've got a couple of these left. But before we do that, maybe I should open up a... Hey! Thank you very much, Red Albert, for the fresh Prime sub. Are you allowed to play games with sleeved cards? You're encouraged to do it, because it makes cheating harder, I guess, but also, like, just protects the cards. I'm going to go ahead and open up a pack of Magic the Gathering, Commander Legends, Dungeons & Dragons, Battle for Baldur's Gate. And then after saying that full name out loud, I'm going to take a deep breath. Holy. Oh. Thank you, Hufflepuff, honey. I'm having a wonderful partner anniversary. Opening up various little cards. Wahoo! Hey, that's another thing I've been saying. That sucks. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to say it sucks. I'm going to leave it neutral. But I've definitely started saying wahoo as like a positive thing, which is really annoying for... I mean, at least the way I say it. People started banning double sleeving at your local because people were engraving the inner sleeve. God damn. The amount of cheating that goes on in Magic the Gathering will always baffle me. But I guess I'm saying that as someone who is like a dummy who just wants to play the game and doesn't particularly care about losing or winning. Goodbye, Forothka. Enjoy the bin. Yeah. Okay, let's start this off. So these cards are from Dungeons & Dragons. Everybody loves that. Playing the game for fun, fucking loser. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'd much rather be one of the 2 or 3 people who come to my local game store's draft night and leave before the night is over because they get so mad that they lost one game. Exile target creature you control. So this can be cast as an instant or as a creature. You can cast it as an adventure, and then later on cast it as a creature, or just cast it as a creature straight off if you've got the 6 mana lying around. Cool. Carnelian Orb of Dragonkind. Poor. Great Sword of Tyr. Put a +1/+1 counter on it and tap up to 1 target creature defending player controls. Cool. Sending Karlak vibes, thank you. Moonshay Pixie. Up to 3 target creatures gain flying until end of turn, or draw cards equal to the number, and draw cards equal to the number of opponents who dealt combat damage this turn. Very cool. Irenicus's Vile Duplication. Oh, we'll all remember John Irenicus. It's fucking crazy that his name is John. It's really fucked up that they did that. We have the Flavor-Filled Plains, which references the bakery. Whoa! You must head straight to the bakery, where everybody gossips. So I'm bored. Well, what about now? What about now? We're looking at the Cloak of the Bat. What about now? Does this work for you? Look at this big bit of foil. Ooh! God, seeing the returning chatter hit you with the Tom I'm bored really lets you know you can't... Look, you can't do too much card opening stream. I know. It's... Hey... You know what? 2 streams for you, 1 for me. That's not a bad deal for this week, and it's usually all for chat. It's usually all just things I think chat will like. But the defeats I suffered at the hands of the game on Saturday was so brutal that I'm going to have to gin up some morale before we encounter it again. Anyway, this is a card that can make one of your... creatures make squirrels. We have Abdel Adrian, Gorian's Ward. Storm King's Thunder. Whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell X times. You may choose new targets for the copies. That is probably a mythic rare that is worth nothing because it's got a bunch of shit going on, none of it good, I would guess. Bothersome Quasit. Goaded creatures your opponents control can't block. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, go to target creature an opponent controls. I love this. I love it. I love its nasty little actions, its horrible little face. I love that it's giving milk to the wonderful little cat over here. I love putting the demon in front of the wonderful flowers. I love that it's somehow that size and has a power of 3. Holy shit. And yeah, it goads things, which means... I don't know. Look, don't worry about it. There's a lot to say about it, but you don't need to... Oh shit, this card is worth a little something. I know because I was looking at it, wanting to buy it. So now I've got a Blade of Selves. That means that when a creature attacks holding this, it turns into 3 versions of itself if you have 3 opponents. And Gorion, Wise Mentor. Copy an adventure spell if you cast it. Blade of Selves looking absolutely sick on the borderless. Legion Loyalty. Creatures you control have Myriad? Holy shit. I mean, 8 mana, it's never going to get cast, but that rocks. I didn't know this existed. Wowee. That means that if you send something attacking an opponent, it creates copies of it attacking... So if you're in a 4-player game, it's only really relevant in Commander, where you have 4 players. If you send a creature to attack your opponent, it creates 2 copies of it, being sent at your other opponents, attacking them, and then they disappear at the end of combat. The song feels like Katamari Damacy Roundabout. This is Yodeling in Meadow Hill from Tekken 6, I believe. Which is sick. Leo's theme. They have some good themes. Mirror of Life Trapping. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if it was cast, exile it, then return all other permanent cards exiled with Mirror of Life Trapping to the battlefield under their owner's control. So it just delays it twice. Huh. Oh, thank you, Remover. I don't think I will want to be playing Redemption TCG, but I have watched people open packs of it on YouTube, and fuck, it's crazy in there. The art on the tokens in the Baldur's Gate set is so sick. Like, that's the best looking treasure I can personally imagine. The open chest. Well, okay, Lady in Armor, now we're getting into some real shit. You like this, huh? Tom, you and Demi need to get the most powerful of cards, a library card, so you can access newspaper articles and bypass the paywalls. Do library cards, because I have one. Do they actually let me into newspapers? I did not know that. That would really help, because I get dangerously close to buying a subscription to, for example, the Adelaide Advertiser every now and again. You get all sorts with the library card. I like all sorts. Okay. Oh, an embarrassment of riches. Also, you can use 12foot.io. Ooh, that's a good call. The thing I use is I use oa.mg to find academic articles, and then I use scihub.se to crack into the, like, where they are stored, which is cool. But I feel more ethical about that than, like, you know, just reading journalistic articles without paying for them. Because a lot of academics would rather you did that, and if you just email them, they'll just send it to you. Wing it. Very cool. I have a page in my binder that is just the up I go page. Because cards like this that give flying are pretty common. And sometimes the art for it is really good. Like, for example, this. Yeah, I love this. You enchant a creature, it gains flying. How are we going to depict that? A zebra in trouble. A zebra in a lot of trouble. Uh-oh. Really nice. Cranial Ram. Very cool. Is constant rainbow keyboard not really distracting? Not really. I think maybe it may be more for you than me because the camera is pointed at it and my gaze is very rarely pointed at it. Kami of Jealous Thirst. Very cool. Nice limited card. That's the Worm Coil Lava that makes the card we were looking at before. I'll remove it, that's good. Planar Genesis. Ooh, look at the top 4 cards of your library. Do some Simic shit. Wirewood Symbiote. Return an elf you control to its owner's hand. Untap target creature. Activate only once each turn. It drinks fatigue. I guess I would be okay with that. Do you agree with Cranial Ram being pre-banned in Pauper? I don't know Pauper, honestly. I've never played it. So I assume that whatever they're doing over there, good on them. It does seem fun to play. Snow-covered wastes. A basic snowland. Tap to add colorless. Very beautiful. I also love that the colorless symbol seems to be slightly off-center in its little colorless circle. Very in keeping with the retro frame. A foil nesting grounds. Beautiful. Ruby Medallion. Red spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. A beautiful medallion. You'd be happy to wear that. I have seen the Secret Lair Massacre Girl is very sick. Sage of the Maze. Until end of turn, target land you control becomes an XX citizen creature with haste in addition to its other types, where X is twice the number of gates you control. We're doing gates again? Ay, ay, ay. That'll make somebody somewhere very happy. Detective's Phoenix, which can come out of your graveyard. No, it doesn't, sorry. Oh no, yes you can. It comes out of your graveyard using Bestow and Collect Evidence. Man, there's so many fucking keywords. Looking at this would be completely baffling to you if you hadn't played Limited in it for a few months. Null Drifter. Okay, colorless Mull Drifter, but spenny as hell. Draw 2 cards for 2 and a blue. Or you can cast it for 7 mana and get this motherfucker. Yo, Bakun! What's up? Thanks for the raid. I'm opening cards and having it. Whoa! Thanks for the luck. Ooh. A borderless foil emerald medallion. Wouldn't that look great on either one of us? Me or Oliver. Both of us hanging out, wearing one of these, smiling at each other gently. All we do. I would eat that card. Okay, it does look like it tastes good. Happy partner anniversary. Piss on my hot red ass. That's weird that Twitch had a button that just typed that whole thing out. Oh, Oliver. Messages like that make me so very sad. I can only pray that this is one of your classic japes. Servo or Fox. Oh, nice. Oh, Mystery Science Theater fans are going crazy. I have never seen a Mystery Science Theater, and I think at this point it's too late to start. Or at least, I don't know how. It's definitely not a demi-watch. That's going to be one I watch on my own. I think I would like to watch it at some point, but I don't know where to begin. Just go straight to Rift Tracks. Is Rift Tracks the place to go? Because seeing, like, the background behind, like, the fact that MST3K has, like, fucking lore behind it was crazy to me. They've got a 24/7 channel on Twitch. Right, but shouldn't I, like, put on an episode? Rift Tracks is kind of the refined version. Right. Is Rift Tracks is just like an MP3, right? Lore is relevant, honestly. Okay, thank fuck. If you like a 90s TV show with references from the 50s to 80s, it's the show for you. Thank you. That is exactly what I needed to hear. I wonder if I do like that. What does Tom like? Coming up worryingly blank on this particular inspiration. Kenku Artificer. We got a bird at work. The cool thing about Kenkus is they're like the bird creatures in D&D. Their whole thing is they can only talk using words they've heard before. So they just kind of... I guess it's basically like, well, like Bumblebee from Transformer. Card Storm, you like cards? I do like cards! Yay! Treats are yummy. Yay! Hey, Deadly Dispute. That's sick. This is a surprisingly expensive card. So I'm very glad to see it. I'm saying surprisingly expensive because it's a common. And I want to build a sacrifice deck at some point. So that's going in the sleeve. Rifttrax has an app that syncs their audio with the movie. Oh, that's cool. Skullport Merchant. Make a treasure, sacrifice another creature or a treasure, draw a card for 1 and a black. That's fun, Barker. Ever considered a Hensi deck for sack? No, not really. I haven't really thought too much about it. I just found the Jury Master of the Review card and was like, I'd like to make a thing that's about sending a guy and slamming him into people. Blood Boil Sorcerer is looking nasty. Yuck. Nasty man. An island with flavor text on it. Oh, breaking your friend out of that prison will be much harder than you thought. When the prison is the Sea Tower. No, I've not played 7-Point Highlander. I don't really have like any kind of high power collection or anything. I just really like playing limited. Night Remover. Have a good one. I really like this like particular foil treatment. I really like the foil background here looks good to me. Cool. Thrakus the Butcher. Double the power of each dragon you control whenever he attacks. Viconia Drow Apostate. Oh, from before. But this time, foil etched. Have you thought about making a cube to play with? I have. I've only, so far I've got a Dan deck printed out. I proxied a full Dan deck because I was like, I don't actually want to... I want to have these as fake cards so I can just throw them in a bag, like rubber banded, like you'd used to play with Magic cards. And that's really nice. But I don't know about having a cube or designing one. Spectacular Showdown. Put a double strike counter on target creature, then goad each creature that had a double strike counter put on it this way, or put a double strike counter on every creature, goad every creature that had a double strike counter put on it this way. That's sick. And it's got a bunch of people in it going, ah! Which is always nice in a drawing. Search your library for up to X basic land cards, where X is the number of creatures attacking you. Put those cards onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle, prevent all combat damage that will be dealt this turn. Damn, that's sick. So fog that ramps you, and if you have an X spell in your hand, you get to go crazy with it when it gets to your turn. That is cool. Duke Ulder Raven Guard, another etched foil. With some stuff on it. Pretty expensive, but... ooh, look at that art. My goodness gracious. Ancient Bronze Dragon. These ones are pretty expensive. Deals combat damage to a player. Roll a d20. When you do, put X +1/+1 counters on each of up to 2 target creatures where X is the result. Damn. That is beautiful. I love that. I love the art. I love looking at a magic card that is a dragon. I am not immune to nostalgia. I have to own that this, to me, looks really good. It looks luxurious in how much art there is on the card and how much of the art features a dragon. And also, there's land in the background, so it's kind of like I'm looking at a dragon and a basic land at the same time, and that makes me happy. Yeah, I think I can't remember what the most expensive Ancient Dragon is. Oh well. Bell. That's a card that can just do whatever. He's like not fancy at all. But this little fella, I really like. The Saproling. Or a treasure. Yeah, Dunk Beetle. I remember when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, a bunch of cards in this set like spiked in price because people wanted to have sex with the people that are depicted in the cards. And so like the Karlach card, everybody went fucking insane about. I am opening another pack of D&D Battle for Baldur's Gate boosters. But all right. Ingenious Artillerist. Whenever one or more artifacts enter the battlefield under your control, it deals that much damage to each opponent. Love that. I love an each opponent effect. Speeds the game up. We're looking to end it. Winter Eladrin. Some stuff. Predatory Impetus. Cool. I love a goad effect in pretty much any deck. I think it is cool to do. Topaz Dragon. Flying and Death Touch. That is going to sit in a binder somewhere. Amethyst Dragon. Back-to-back dragons. And a Swamp. Now that you've clearly hit the marsh part of Lizard Marsh, you begin to worry about the lizard part. That is fun. Ellen Harbury's Busybody. Now this one I like because she is just a lady with some food in her hand. And somehow she can take... like, it takes 2 bears to bring her down. She's got a toughness of 4, gang. Absolute beast. Tavern Brawler. Commander creatures you own have exile the top card of your library. This creature gets +X/+O until end of turn, where X is that card's mana value. You may play that card this turn. That's sick. Ellen is cool. And the exact same card, but in etched foil. Very cool. The shuffling of these is very strange. Spire Garden. Nice. Commanderland. Brainstealer Dragon. Oh. Okay, so exile the top card of each opponent's library at the end of turn. And do some shit. Yeah, I know, Vino. You really can't even have that in your head. White Plume Adventurer. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, untap a creature you control. If you've completed a dungeon, untap all creatures you control instead. We love the references to completing a dungeon. Mazzy, True Sword Paladin. Any Baldur's Gate fans in the chat, let me know if this is a person that is in the game. Can you conceivably have a civilian-only deck? Oh, absolutely. And like the cards that will, the decks that will like win you the most EDH, like the most reliably, or the most, the decks that win the most in like the most competitive settings are ones where like a mermaid thinks. There's a card called Thassa's Oracle. Money card. Mazzy, True Sword Paladin. I love an enchanted creature. Don't worry, the rule of 1 card per day will be back. Miram Sentinel Worm is looking just gorgeous in the showcase art style. Would have loved a foil, but it's okay. And Will, Blade of Frontiers. Roll that many dice plus 1 and ignore the lowest roll if you would roll dice. Whenever you roll 1 or more dice, put a +1/+1 counter on Will, Blade of Frontiers. Hell yeah. I was gone for a bit. Did I miss any cards? I don't remember opening any cards, no. And the Volo's Journal token. Wahoo! Fucking Will. Okay, so Will is a Baldur's Gate 3 guy. White Plume Adventurer's money. Gotcha. I'll sleeve up the boy. Yikes. Wham. I've not played Baldur's Gate 3. And at this point, I don't know if I will. Because it's a lot of time to devote to a game. But I think at some point, I'm going to need it and it'll be there for me, you know? And that'll be really nice. Yeah, you know what? We've got time for one more card. Booster. Do we want Modern Horizons 3 or D&D Battle for Baldur's Gate? One's in the chat for MH3. Two's in the chat for more D&D bullshit. I guess the plus sides are we get some fancy shit. Maybe more out of this one. This one we might get some of the people you and your significant others and friends have had sex with in a video game. G Pofi, thank you very much for the 9 months. Welcome back. Happy babyversary. I'm seeing more ones than twos. Spoilers, it's our anniversary. You know what? You're right. Let's do both! What? You got a lot of anxiety from Baldur's Gate 3. It feels like any game with that much fucking... Here, let's do Baldur's Gate first. It feels like any game with that much permadeath would really ruin my time. I'd save Scum for sure. I'm not made for that kind of game because the thought I have is if I'm playing your game for like 70 hours, I need to have the exact type of experience I want. I need to have like the best fucking thing. Oh, no permadeath? Okay. Okay, Insufferable Balladeer. I love this guy. Damn, the dwarf bard who makes it so someone can't block when he comes in and goads a creature as well, which means that the creature has to attack and can't attack you. It rocks. Basically, you play this little guy. He comes in, sings a song about how much one of your opponents said that the other guy can't punch for shit, and then the guy loses his fucking shit and walks over there and punches one of them in the face. Marching duo drone. Very cool. Okay, learning a lot about the safes coming. Very cool. Thank you, everybody, for the information. Juvenile Mist Dragon. Oh, it's just a little guy. It's just a little guy you can't even really touch because he's made a mist. Mystery Key. I'll take everything that's in the key. Draw 3 cards when it deals combat damage to a player. Pretty cool. The old wizard's experiment destroyed the castle centuries ago, so why does some of the rubble look recent? Ah, the mysteries of the swamp. Decanter of Endless Water looks so good. I just know that that doesn't get any play anywhere, but damn, that's a sick card. I really like this foil layout. Hey, I play it. Yeah, I think this is definitely one that's like You can put it in a commander deck that is going to be drawing a lot of cards. Should I watch this live stream of the Go Off King's Shenmue bot? This one's going to end real soon, so you can catch up on that one right away. Amber Gristle O'Mall. Okay, that's a Dwarf Cleric. Candlekeep Sage background. When this creature enters or leaves the battlefield, draw a card. That is going to be used by some very strange people. To flicker their commander over and over and over and over and over. Raga Draga Gorgut's Boss. Sick. Clan Crafter. Commander creatures you own have 2 mana, sack an artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, and draw a card. Cool. So turn everything into clues, but better. Sick. Windshaper Planetar. When Windshaper Planetar enters the battlefield during the declares attacker step for each attacking creature, you may some. Okay, so play this and redo an entire combat. Gale Waterdeep Prodigy, an etched foil. And another Miracle Lord of Bones. Elderbrain! A nasty freak. Whenever Elderbrain attacks a player, exile all cards from that player's hand, then they draw that many cards. You may play lands and cast spells from among the exiled cards. If you cast a spell this way, you may spend mana as though any mana of any color to cast it. Okay, so you take their shit. Gale, another BG3 dude. He looks good. He's going crazy in there. Ah! I do like the Elderly Brain. Yeah, this is some Bloodborne shit for sure. I do like the Elderly Brain, guy who's still voting for Biden. Oh, the goat. Sure is. The goat is a treasure. I agree. Goat, untargetable. Looks equipped with boots to me, dude. Yep. Commander Staple Goat. Sick. All right. Last pack. Goot. That's right. What makes goats? There's a card called Woe Strider that makes goats. A bunch of cards make goats, weirdly. That's the one that comes to mind for me. Goat Maker. Oh yeah, Goat Maker makes goats. Honestly, what I've found, in my experience, is that goats are made by practice and turning up. This inspirational streamer absolutely wowed everyone when he went off on what makes the greatest of all time. Dexoto article. Okay, Modern Horizons 3-pack. We have a Void Pouncer. Devoid can be kicked. Enters stronger if it was. Also, just to get the token out of the way, a Servo. And a cat. That's a nice little guy. Next up, Seething Landscape. Looks like black, blue, red. Get it onto the battlefield tapped. Pretty cool. Good filler if you've got a 3-color deck that you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on. Split Second Siege Smash. Hey, thank you very much, Ops Biscuit. Yeah, Ocelot Pride seems nuts, right? I've just watched a couple of standard videos and was like, oh boy, that is... The white life gain decks are still going crazy. Static Prison, Energy Deck Removal, Cephalid Coliseum. Sack Cephalid Coliseum, target player draws 3 cards, discards 3 cards, activate only if 7 or more cards are in your graveyard. Cool. Swamp. Amp Raptor good. Amp Raptor good. I like the Raptor. Munitions Expert, Retro Foil. Oh, that's so sick. The old multicolored foil, retro frame. The old multicolored frame just being a sickly gold is so cool. Devoid can be kicked is going in the hobby section of my Tinder bio. That's really good, Toad. And congratulations on successfully identifying that you too can be kicked. Many people can. Hell, I'm not exempt. Beautiful. Evolution Witness. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on an Evolution Witness, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Damn. Nice. That's right, Dunk Beetle. The old retro frames are good as hell. Ral, Monsoon Mage. This is another flip walker. So he turns from that into a planeswalker. These are kind of the origin stories of each of the planeswalkers, which is the magical people who can travel between planes in lore. I'm going to put this one in a sleeve. Whoop. I want to read it too because people are saying it's sick. Instant sorceries cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell during a turn, flip a coin. If you win the flip, you may transform him. Lose it, he deals 1 damage to you. That rocks. I love that. And then transformed, he turns into a planeswalker. Oh, with Storm for loyalty counters. Sick. Until your next turn, instant sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. So he still retains that, but as a plus. Deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. Draw a card if you control a blue permanent other than Ral. Exile the top card. Wow, we were. Okay, that's cool. I like this. So I don't think these magic cards are a little nerdy. Dude, the amount of text you have to read to understand a magic card nowadays, it's approaching novella territory. Jesus, there's a thing they do where there's basically a card that just has a normal Magic the Gathering card back, but on here it's just blank, and then you write on it like, oh, this is Ral or whatever. Or what usually happens is people just sleeve them in opaque sleeves. But yeah, no, you don't know where they are in the deck. Up here we have Spawnbred Protector. At the beginning of your end step, return up to 1 target Eldrazi creature card from your graveyard to your hand and create 2 Scion creatures. Holy shit, that's nutty. I mean, 7 mana, but whew. And a Eldrazi Dragon. When you cast a spell, you may exile your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. Each creature spell you cast has Emerge. The Emerge spell is equal to its mana cost. Okay, so Emerge is like you can destroy an artifact when you cast it, I think. I mean, it looks kind of cool. I don't like the blue background on these. Oh shit, just got a spoiler as to the other good shit in this pack, though. Oh, sack a creature, then subtract its CMC. I see. Thank you, Lily Britches. Yes, that's right, because Crabomination has emerged from artifact or something. Draw X cards and you lose X life. Okay. Cool. I mean, I love that frame. And Wooded Foothills. Green, red, sacrifice land. Search your library for a mountain or forest. And in the retro frame. That is, to me, a beauty. Hell yeah. Well, gang, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there on that big fucking hit. Retro foil Wooded Foothills. The old foil that it has the shooting star in it as well. Man, that's nice. Beautiful card. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I believe I will get... I mean, hey, 2 days from now, I'm going to be playing some Grand Theft Auto 4 with the traffic turned all the way up. Tomorrow, at the latest, you should see a new YouTube video on your timeline from me. So please do check that out. It's going to be great. Shadelock has spent a lot of time in the lab getting the story of the of this one mission together. It is the mission where I had to take the blister compact to a car wash and return it to the mission giver. And it's fucking long, gang. So, check that out. Follow the YouTube over there. You can subscribe to it and check out the stream archive one. So you're saying Shade was working in the lab late one night. Well, that would explain the amount of chain audio that is, like, still audible even now in the upload that they did. But I think even with the chain audio, it's still very, very fun to watch. I think you'll enjoy it. I'm going to go ahead and end there. Thank you very much for hanging out. Bye-bye. And happy partnerversary to all of us. Toodaloo. Toodaloo, my dears. Toodaloo. I'm going to fast forward. I want to hear the song now. Yeah.
This song is called Big Box Truck.
Yeah. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum.
I don't date, I don't fuck,
I just drive my big box truck.
don't need love, it's extra load.
I just need the open road.
I go to bars, but it's
No use. I'm going to go ahead and raid our friend Big Hal.
not with you,
I hope you enjoy him.
and you want me. You're out of
Hey, thanks for coming in on the ENS raid. If you did, I appreciate it. I stream American Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Australian Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. The ENS guys are very funny, and I enjoyed my time on their stream. Those guys fucking rock. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Across the open road, you need a hand, and
I'll be there.
I'll help
But
out
a friend anytime, anywhere.
but nothing more.
That's your luck. I just drive my big box truck.
You're hitching west, I'll help you along. But when you say you wanna ride me,